but just not quite able to get the job done from a win perspective. Had a very good game against the NT Strike the other day until sort of the latter stages when they just couldn't quite put it together to score the win.
It was the same as last series as well. Like, they had some close games at that. They had that incredible game where they chased down 160 with 13 balls remaining against Melbourne. That was one of the games of the series last year.
Will they have the opportunity to do that today, I wonder? So Thomas coming into bowl here for the Hobart Hurricanes.
He took 2 for 20 off 3 overs against New Zealand in one of their matches. Game 2, I believe.
Yeah, he's been in pretty good form. Samuel to face up here for the ACT Comets. So the Comets fielding, Hurricanes coming out here to try and open their account as quickly as possible from a batting perspective. Harry Thomas, right arm, medium fast. What can he produce first up here? Good delivery, straight off the mark though. Well done to Samuel. Just a little tap and go off onto the leg side. And they've opened the account with that single.
You love getting off the mark, don't you? As an opening batter, don't you just love that?
Got to do it, don't you? You've got to try and do it as quickly as possible. Safest place is down the other end.
Great place to prepare for the next ball that you might face later on. Get your head in the game.
Yeah, indeed.
And Samuel made 37 off 32 balls against Nepal at DXC Arena on Monday.
A good all-rounder is Samuel. Curtin now on strike for the Hobart Hurricanes. Oh, that's a good delivery there from Thomas. Nice and quick. Good encouragement too from his teammates. You can hear good voice around the ground. They've got to be up and about. Both teams really, if they want to score a win today. And the ACT Comets, they need to try and make the best start they possibly can here, Amy.
Yeah, some would say a little bit late in the top end series, but if you're going to do it now. Don't take that wooden spoon back.
No, don't take the wooden spoon. That's exactly right. No one wants it. Somebody has to have it. Just make sure it's not you. Good ball again from Thomas right up in the block hole. And Curtin just managing to dig that one away. Again, the good encouragement coming from the teammates. 3 balls in, only the 1 run conceded so far. So this is a good start here by the Comets. They've started with a slip in, seeing if they can get an early catch. Nice breeze here at DXC Arena. Pulled away. Just forward a square. They're coming in off the boundary. And good fielding, just restricting that one again to the single. So they move on to 2.
Yep, 1 run off that. That was great fielding to come in and pull that up. Both off the mark.
Yeah, so echoing the words of the ACT Comets fielders out there, very good start by Thomas. Needs to try and close out now as best he can. Only 2 runs conceded. That one there sliced away through point. And again, they'll only give away the single. So Thomas has really been on the mark so far, not offering any width at all to Samuel or Curtin.
Very disciplined bowling to get started this first over, isn't it?
Samuel moves on to 2. Curtin back on strike now, but Thomas, last delivery. Can he keep this one nice and tight again? He's got the breeze perhaps just blowing into his left shoulder there. Thomas as he comes in. Just cooling the morning down a little. Belted that one away. There it is. He's got the catch.
A great catch.
That is a perfect way to start this first over by Thomas. Harry Thomas, the right arm medium fast. magnificent. Takes a wicket with his last delivery. And the catch, I think, there was taken by Ruckman, Isam Ruckman.
He almost took it like a ruckman, didn't he? It was almost like a football mark up in the air like that.
He did indeed. Great work there. And taken there by, in fact, it was taken by Zach Marin there for the Comets. He took it beautifully, Amy. It came straight to him, but he had to, we were talking about it off air before, the soft hands. Take it beautifully, and he did exactly that.
We've seen a few of those balls go through hands in this top-end series. Like, they've jumped up, mistimed it, it's gone through the fingers. That was absolutely exceptional fielding, and just goes to show that pressure on that first over. Dot balls, singles, the field all up and about. You put pressure on a batter up the beginning in a T20 game, and they make mistakes.
Well, he certainly did there too, Curtin. He won't be happy with himself, but Harry Thomas, well done. Figures after the first over, 1 for 3. And there he is, Marin taking the catch, and a good one it was too. Now, you talk about pressure, Amy, and we talk about it every game because that is the key. And that over, the build-up, only the single from the first ball, then 2 dots, and you could see Curtin was trying to get that ball away. I still wonder at times why players, the last ball, if you've been beaten for the over, perhaps concede and live to fight to the next over. But no, look to go over the top, bang.
It's a big brain game, this one, because you can get in your head really quickly. You've got a lot of time to think in a game of cricket. It's not like footy or other sports where you're running the entire time. You've got a bit of time to get in your head.
So Hogan now coming into bowl. And Radhakrishnan is the new batter in, but Nitesh Samuel on strike here for the Hobart Hurricanes. Tom Hogan, he bowled very well in the 2025 series for the Comets. Just taking a bit of time here to get his field right and to make sure that he's got the man at cover in a good position. That ball flicked away there, forward to square, up to mid-wicket. Well, the Comets, if they were up and about in the first over, they're certainly up and about now, having taken the early wicket. Dot ball to start for Tom Hogan. Samuel gets that one away. Straight down the ground past the bowler, just for the single. Be glad to have himself off strike. And Radhakrishnan now taking his place. One of those ambidextrous players, bowls both right arm off spin and left arm orthodox. Can you believe it?
He's great to watch. I love watching him play.
I'm no cricketer. I'll be flat out bowling with my good right arm, let alone bowling spectacularly well at a high level with both arms. That's just incredible, isn't it? But his job now is with the bat. Gets that one away.
Very keen to get off the strike, wasn't he? He ran really hard then.
Looked like he was just going and going, and that was all there was to it then from Radhakrishnan. Single to his name. Still though, scoreboard well and truly in check here, Amy, for the Comets. Tom Hogan's come straight on with the spin, and again, that word pressure, putting it on. Just managed to tuck that away, and Hogan fielding off his own bowling, did very nicely onto the leg side there.
Great bowling by Hogan here. He's part of that Australian under-19 squad.
Yep.
Very impressive for a young fella.
Yeah, sure is. He's getting some good experience here in the top end in this wonderful top end T20 series. That one goes over the top. It will be reeled in though here for the Comets. Still a lot of encouragement here for Hogan. Nice fielding.
They're all on top of them, aren't they, in the field, these ACT boys? They are really up and about today.
Yeah, Zach Keogh was good in the field there, and so too Tyler Van Leeuwen. So they've conceded only the 1-2 runs so far.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Everything else has been singles and dots. It's been pressure, and like that's a mix of good fielding, but also the Canes just don't seem to find any gaps at the moment when they're hitting it, because that bowling has been tight and on the mark each time.
Has indeed. Dave Dubey now to come into the attack for the Comets. So no messing around here from Nick Brose, the captain for the ACT. He's rotating his bowlers each over so far. So not giving the batters any opportunity to settle into a rhythm. Radhakrishnan on strike. He's 1 off 1. And that was an eager one that he took. Straight down the ground.
Beautiful drive.
What a wonderful shot that is.
I love that. That's straighter than the Stewart Highway.
A beautiful shot. Straight down the ground. First boundary goes to Radhakrishnan. And you just look at this. Didn't look to be anything too wrong with that ball. Maybe a little bit too full. And he's just perfectly played that down the ground.
And they needed that too, the Canes. They needed something to relieve that pressure.
Second ball of the over. Again, he's just played that nicely there. Through the covers. Just jogged through for the single. So, Radhakrishnan, he's looked solid, Amy. The moment he's come to the crease here, he has scored, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's scored off every ball he's faced so far.
It's the job you got to do after you lose a quick wicket in that first over. You've got to come in and get a bit of ownership over the game, I think. Can't take too much time to get in. Otherwise, the game gets away from you. These T20 games move fast.
3 balls, he scored a single, 4 and a single. So, well done to him. Job back to Samuel now. Oh, he's carved that one over the top. Shout of catch it. That is going to do nothing else but trickle away to the boundary there. So the second boundary here for the Hobart Hurricanes comes off the bat of Samuel. Perhaps a little bit fortunate, but it been a little lower. The Comets were there with a potential catch.
Sometimes part of it, isn't it? You're trying to create opportunities as a bowler, and sometimes they come off, sometimes they go over the head of the fielder.
Yeah, it's the job of the batsman to in fact take risk, isn't it, too? You've got to take calculated risks. So Juby so far in this over, 9 runs from it. So the pressure valve has been released. Gee, an opportunity there off Samuel. Almost a return catch to the bowler. Another dot ball. So Dave Juby, a genuine all-rounder for his team. Needs to really tighten up with these last 2 deliveries. Straight over the top again.
It's another.
Samuel, that's a great shot. That ball is going to race away to the boundary for the 3rd boundary of this over. So Dave Juby hasn't tightened up. In fact, he's let this one really go. The first little bit of width, and Samuel just crunched that away through mid-wicket.
It sounded beautiful off the bat too. It was a loud crack, that one.
Exactly what you want to hear as a batsman, and the exact opposite for the fielding team.
Yep.
So 13 runs from this Dave Juby over. 1 ball to come. He pops that one up again. Round they come from the boundary. And whipped in there for just a single.
Glad to have that fielder there. Didn't want to release another boundary there on that Dave Juby over.
So 14 runs from it, Amy. Clearly the most costly over so far, and sort of brings the Hobart Hurricanes back into the game, really. And that's what boundaries and positive batting does. It's
the nature of a T20 game too, right? Like you have a couple of tight overs, and then you can have one that blows out and back and forth. It's an arm wrestle of a game, because like an over like that changes it. They tighten up, and again it goes back the other way. That's why it's so fun to watch T20.
That's exactly right. It is a fun game. And this 2026 Top End T20 series proudly brought to you by Study NT. Discover world-class education opportunities, rich multicultural communities and unmatched lifestyle in Australia's Northern Territory. Learn more at studynt.nt.gov.au.
Love it. Study NT do great work up here in the Territory. I'm pretty lucky I get to work with some of our international students up here in Darwin, and we have such a good community up here for people all over the world coming to choose to study in Darwin. And it's great that they've gotten behind the cricket as well as the naming sponsor. I think it's a perfect match.
I tell you what, they're getting to see a great example of the top end at its brightest and its best at the moment. But also, just through the variety of teams that we have here. You know, people aren't just saying that it's a multicultural community. It's on show through the cricket.
Totally.
The different teams that we've got, the various players that make up each team. There's such variety, such difference. And this is a wonderful way of celebrating it all. Jeet Mehta got the number 8 on the back here for the ACT Comets. A lot of planning has gone into this first ball here for the Comets. Crunched away through point, just for the single.
And it's great to see so many of these young players up here with the Comets, and also like with all these academy teams, you see these 19, 20, 18-year-olds, you know, like they're all up here getting that experience, developing, playing with some of those more senior players, setting their fields. They're all going to grow from this, and we might be seeing them playing at high levels in the BBL over the next few years. Yeah,
I've no doubt. No doubt that's exactly what will be happening. And it is, as you say, Amy, one of the great things about this tournament, something that I've enjoyed over the various series that I've been fortunate enough to call. You just see the development of players as they're coming through. The way that teams put their players in pressure situations, because it's the only way that they're going to learn. Mehta, good ball, whipped away.
Good ball,
whipped away,
better shot.
All the way to the boundary.
That was a great shot, I love that.
Got onto it quickly, did Radhakrishnan, and just cracked that one away behind square.
Just stood and delivered, didn't he? He just knew exactly where he wanted to put that.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with the way that he's played so far. Has not missed a delivery yet. Yep. Scored off everything.
A little twist. Perfect. He knew that gap was there. Really well placed.
Classy left-hander is Nivathan Radhakrishnan.
And yes, so you can see the Comets getting around the bowler, having a chat about how to set this field up, what he needs to do, where he needs to place it. It's all that development as well, which is such a great thing to see up here.
Right in front of us here, Zach Keogh, just being called up from long off to more of a mid-off position. In fact, mid-on, I should say. Now, Mehta, under pressure. Radhakrishnan cracks that one through, and the misfield is going to go all the way to the boundary.
Yep.
So Radhakrishnan, that should have been cut off and not scored from at all.
Ends up being 4 runs, and as a bowler, you have to keep your head up about that, but you did the right thing. You put the ball where they wanted it, and it's just snuck underneath that fielder. Can confirm, as a fielder, happened to me plenty of times, and it makes your stomach drop.
Oh, Dave Juby'd feel terrible there. He's the player who went to ground and missed that ball. You can hear his teammates getting around him there, Mehta.
He'll make it up to him.
Next ball. Radhakrishnan, 14 off 5. What a start. Oh, LBW is the call. They're going to go for a leg by. The wild shy at the stumps is exactly that, wild and wide. So 1 leg by is the call. So the Hobart Hurricanes, after a really tense start in the first over, moved their way here to 1 for 31 with 2 balls to come in this 4th over. The power play, of course.
Looking at that LBW, nah.
Down leg side, perhaps, Amy?
I think so.
Got your umpire's hat on. Leave you make that call.
Yeah, look, I'd hate to be an umpire. I think it's the hardest job in cricket. But we've got good umpires today, Sam Burns and Kevin Lefebvre. They're good.
So Samuel, 15 off 12. Just tucked away there, got that just onto the leg side, shy at the stumps again, good, but the running from Samuel and Radhakrishnan has been absolutely spot on so far in this innings. They get through for the single.
And you've got to run hard in a T20 game. If you're not breaking through and getting boundaries, you have to make those runs up. So you've got to look for those opportunities and put pressure on the fielders to make a mistake or fumble the ball. Like you said before, it is a game of taking a few risks.
Radhakrishnan now. He's been the man who's looked to get right on top here. He's going to go again. He does. Didn't quite get that one out of the meat of the bat. And they jog through for a single.
I think he wanted to connect with that a bit better, actually. I think he's a bit disappointed with that.
Came onto him a little bit quicker than what he expected, I think. They close out of the power play. 4 overs down. 1 for 33.
And a nice partnership with these two now in the middle. They look settled. Beginning was nervy, losing that first wicket, but they're looking good now.
They are looking good, aren't they? They've done very well. Settled after that first wicket, which came on the last ball of the first over. So we are live from DXC Arena here in Darwin. DXC technology helps global companies run their mission-critical systems and operations while modernising IT, optimising data architectures and ensuring security and scalability. So Hunter now coming into the attack for the Comets. Dylan Hunter. He's a left-hand top-order batter, a left-arm orthodox spinner, very experienced T20 player, and an aspiring physiotherapist too.
Handy.
So handy in these situations. So Dylan Hunter. His team need him to drag back the scoring here. Radhakrishnan on strike, who's been dangerous. Cut off immediately.
Good dot ball to start.
Hogan. He wasn't going to let that one go through. Perhaps the first dot ball for Radhakrishnan. Oh! Did he get him? He has.
Got him.
Clean bowled him.
That was not the shot choice. He'll be regretting that as he makes his way over. Yep, big hit of the bat as he's walking away. He was not happy with that choice.
Wow, I didn't hear much noise from the ACT Comets, but it had gone straight through and clean bowled him. So Dylan Hunter, I said his team wanted him to come on and make an impact. Well, look at that, straight through.
Oh, it's just...
leg stump.
It's not gone where he's wanted it to. The ball's gone slower than he expected. He swung straight through it, missed it. And, you know, Dylan Hunter, you made that call. They needed him to do something, and he absolutely has.
Wow. And, you know, first ball, dot ball. Radhakrishnan was not used to seeing a dot ball. Well fielded by Tom Hogan, who made sure that pressure was on him immediately.
Yep.
Second ball yields a wicket. So all of a sudden the wheel turns again, just slightly.
It's one of those games, isn't it? Back and forth like that. And it's great seeing someone like Dylan Hunter, I guess. You know, he's pretty well known for the bat. He made 44 off 35 against Nepal. Comes out here, gets a wicket. I love seeing somebody that can do it all. It is definitely one of those skills. You're seeing more and more all-rounders in the Australian cricket team. Seeing more of it in all of our T20s.
Yeah, that's a very good call, Amy. It was fascinating in the Test match to see what I thought was quite unusual, seeing Cameron Green.
Yeah.
It wasn't the only all-rounder in the team.
Yeah, we've got a few all-rounders.
Bo Webster was in there as well. So very interesting that the Australian cricket team thought that their batting and bowling combination was good enough to hold up.
Same as the Australian women's side. Like, that's a team of all-rounders. Nearly every single one of them can bowl.
They're amazing.
They are. Look, I love it. Love it.
Hunter now. And again,
and a dot ball.
Tightened up. Wiley. So Teague Wiley in as the right-hand bat. Highly rated Western Australian top-order batter. Former Australian under-19 World Cup standout player. He'll be looking to have an impact here, but all of a sudden, under pressure. Nice delivery again from Hunter.
Dot ball pressure. Mind you, Teague's had such a good top-end series. He made 78 not out of 53 balls against Bangladesh.
Nice delivery there from Hunter, and Wiley finds the gap on the offside.
Off the mark again.
Through the covers.
Have a breath.
Back down the other end for a single.
He has been their best with the bat this competition, Tiger Wally.
And Dylan Hunter racing through this, his first over. Cut away nicely there. Just back of point. Boundary comes around. Looks like it's Juby. And flicks that ball in just to keep it down to a single.
What a over by Hunter. You'd be stoked about that, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. 1 for 2 off his first over. And not that we have any influence here in the commentary box, but I said that he had to do something for his team. And my goodness, didn't he deliver?
Look, that commentator's curse does exist. We do have a sway over some of it. I'm used to ground announcing as opposed to talking into a microphone. And usually at this point, I'd be like, everyone put your hands together for Hunter because that was a great over. But if you're watching at home, you can give him a clap too.
He certainly did well, and he did exactly what his team needed to do, keeping them in the game here. They're going at 7 runs and over are the Hurricanes, but I think the ACT Comets would probably take that at this stage. 2 for 35 after 5. Comets won the toss, chose to field, which is sort of the norm here with the way that cricket's played in the top end. It's
love a chase.
A little bit of dew on the ground early, but it's just that out in the field it gets so hot later on. It's not where you want your bowlers to be labouring at midday.
But if you win a toss, you need to take wickets early. Like, that's part of it. Part of that risk. You have to take them.
Kai Brunker now into the attack for the Comets. Cut away nicely. Fielder in the right position. Dot ball to start with. So pressure immediately. Nitesh Samuel taking the strike. He's 17 or 15, so he's been very steady. Cut away again, but again straight to the fielder.
There's not a lot of mistakes happening here. It is feeling very much like they're both playing their final today.
Brunker with the hands up in the air there. I'm not sure whether that was a signal of the fieldsman or whether he was celebrating his second delivery. So he's pretty happy either way. Well, he won't be happy with that.
No.
That was an absolute shocker from Kai Brunker. The wide is called.
And that was my bad for saying there weren't many mistakes happening. I'm very sorry about that.
The commentator's influence there. It is immediately. Kai Brunker has had a pretty good tournament too. Young gun spins the ball hard, and I think that's what he was trying to do exactly then, and it did not quite go right. And that hasn't gone right, or has it? A potential catch? No. That has gone all the way, and is the call 6 or 4?
4.
That's a boundary 4. So Kai Brunker, first 2 balls absolutely spot on. The next 2, not quite right.
Samuel's put that away, all the way over to where those thrifty cars are.
He has indeed. You are watching the Study NT Top End T20 Series live and free across Australia on 7+ here today from DXC Arena. Dominic McCormack and Amy Hetherington with you. We're enjoying a really good start here by both the Comets and the Hurricanes. Nice delivery. LBW shouting.
Yes.
Got him. He has got his man. Nitesh Samuel has to go. Brunker had to tighten up with his next delivery, and that was perfect.
He did. He fixed that up, and he was tied in a knot, Samuel. Absolutely tied in a knot there. The ball has come onto him. He was not ready. He tried to cut it away. No chance. Couldn't hook it. Just tied in a knot. I know what that's like. That's how I get out the most in this competition. Like, it's just that LBW call.
Interesting how you say that too, Amy. You look at him as he made the shot. He's facing the wickets when he completes the shot.
He spun around. He was doing a dance move. He could have a TikTok account. That was not the prettiest way to get out. But, oh, look, 21 off 18. He did all right in the middle there, or at the beginning there, to get that run rate up. But, look, ACT just look really good. The bowling's tight. Only a couple of loose balls. Everything else has been bang on.
I'm really impressed with Kai Brunker there. Many a bowler would have fallen apart there. 2 dot balls to start with. A horrible wide where the ball did not come out of the hand well. Then a 4. Like, what's coming next? Is it going to be a 6? Is it another bounce? No.
A wicket.
Spot on, and he takes a wicket. So well done, Kai Brunker.
He's collecting it all. I want to know what's next. He's got a couple more to come from this over. I think we need to see either a 6 or we need to see, I don't know, maybe they can run a single.
So Tim Ward now on strike for the Hobart Hurricanes to face Brunker. And interestingly now, with Nitesh Samuel going, the Hobart Hurricanes basically have 2 fresh batters at the crease. While he's faced 3 balls, Ward is now facing Brunker for the first time. Oh, he's given him a whole lot of width to play with there.
But not done a lot with it.
No, he did not do much with it at all. He'd be pretty unhappy with that. Just crunched it through mid-wicket. Straight to a fielder, 1 run.
Every single one of these Canes players have gotten off the mark with a single.
Yep. He's looking at the bottom end of his bat there saying, what were you doing for me?
Yep. The bat shrunk just as he was about to hit it.
So Brunker, the mid-stage of this over could have gone horribly wrong. He's got 1 ball now to deliver beautifully to walk away with a very good first up over. Flighted that beautifully. It's going to go straight to a fielder in the form of Zach Keogh. And Kai Brunker, 1 for 7 off his first. More importantly, from a team perspective, 3 for 42 is where the Hobart Hurricanes sit after the 6th over.
Well done, Kai. He's training to become a teacher at the moment. That's his future ambition.
Batsman just coming into the middle there. Just have a bit of a chat. Try and calm things down here. New batters in. Just remember that highlights and mini matches are available on the NT Cricket YouTube channel to revisit all the best action from today's game. And we've had a few highlights already. 3 very good wickets, some good boundaries. Teague Wiley now on strike. 2 from 4. Tom Hogan back into the attack for the Comets. Nice delivery. The appeal for LBW. Decline.
No. But again, that pressure is building again. The
Hogan
Comets.
again starts his over with a dot ball.
Yep, loves it. It's the perfect start for ACT. They couldn't have written it better.
Quicker ball up in the air, on the bounce, out towards Keogh, who's come in from the boundary. Gee, perhaps a little fortunate there was Teague Wiley.
Got caught up in the wind maybe a little bit.
Yeah, indeed. That wind coming across Tom Hogan's left shoulder.
It swirls around so much here. I can't even tell. You're just like, you're picking out the left and the right shoulder. I'm like, it's just windy.
I'm glad there's a breeze because it is a warm day. That one's crunched away off the back foot beautifully. Through the covers out to the boundary.
Great
Saved,
fielding.
is it? No.
No.
A boundary is the call. So Ward, facing his second ball, has delivered that out for full marks. He'll take 4 runs from that.
They tried really hard. Look at this. Let's come off here. And then you watch the fielders. They ran around from so far to get there. It's that final last moment to try and get that off the rope, but just flicked it a little bit on the wrong direction. And that's a hard thing to do, that fielding. He's not happy about it, but it is.
Hogan, another loose delivery, and it's going to be put away again by Ward. So finding the boundary with consecutive deliveries here. Tom Hogan will not be happy with that. Conversely, Ward, very pleased. They needed a bit of an uptick here, did the Hobart Hurricanes. Just a little bit wide, Amy, and Ward down on the knee.
Yeah, he punished that one, didn't he? Yep.
Sure did. Down through backward square leg for full runs. Up, on the bounce. Very fortunate. Tell you what, Tom Hogan, he is in the game all the time.
Yep. That could have easily carried to the fielder and been out.
So last ball. Again, a little bit of width, straight to the fielder. Tom Hogan, well done. Consecutive 4s, followed up by consecutive dot balls. 3:51 after 7. Run rate sitting at 7.29.
Yeah, they want to go, the Canes. It still feels like ACT's on top at the moment, but I think if the Canes get a couple more boundaries, have a couple of really good overs, it'll absolutely send it. And with these batters left and right hand, there's an opportunity for that with the field changing all the time.
Yeah, that's that element of pressure as well, isn't it? Just rotating that strike nicely, forcing the field to change continuously, which puts pressure back on them from a physical exertion perspective.
And just the concentration as well. You've got to be on the whole time, which it can be useful as a fielder when you've got a left and a right. So you know that every ball, if they're changing the strike, you've got to wake up again. But you can sometimes just miss it slightly.
Zach Keogh coming into the attack here for the Comets. We've got Kai Brunker fielding right in front of us here.
That was a great ball.
At long off, and it was a beautiful delivery.
Excellent length on that one.
So Keogh fielding off his own bowling. Keeps that one to a dot ball again. So again, an early opportunity here for the Comets to try and control this over. Darts that one in. Cracked away through point. Out to the boundary. They're going to come back for a second. Dangerous here. Well, it was dangerous for a moment. The throw just bounced a little bit high there, Amy. Made it hard for the wicketkeeper.
That's hard when you're on the run on the boundary to then send it straight back to the keeper's hands. It's a hard one to ask, but if it would have been a little bit higher, might have been a run out there.
Yeah, no criticism of the fielder out there. Just the way it works sometimes.
You still replay those things the next day in your brain.
That's just the nature of sport, isn't it? The what ifs. Zach Keogh darts another one in. Crack just forward a square.
And Zach Keogh's just recently moved to South Australia and he's in their academy side for the SA Academy, but here for ACT as a part of this top end series. Who knows, we might see him in strikers gear one day.
He's been a regular attendee with the ACT Comets, Zach Keogh. It's great to see him back again. It's a real vote of confidence from the players when you see them coming back time and again, supporting the concept. Making it work. What else can he make work here, Zach Keogh? Coming around the wicket, darted that one in really tightly.
That's all right, single off that one.
Brunker to field from long on.
In the last game Zach Keogh played, he took 3 for 20. But the thing that I think set his bowling apart in that is he had 12 dot balls.
Oh.
He was just so disciplined, and it's that stuff that leads to those wickets.
Here he is again over the wicket. Oh, that's bounced off the wicket keeper. They're going to dash through for a single. They will.
Scurry across for a single even.
Yeah, Teague Wiley did not know too much about that, and a bye is called by the umpire. Ward back on strike. 10 off 6, that run rate managing to control it around the low 7s. Keogh's done okay so far in this over. Just gave a little bit of width there and pushed through the covers out towards the boundary. Wonderful pick up and return there.
Great
although
running.
They'll still come back for 2.
Yep, good running between the wickets there by the Canes. And that's, you know, you've got to give credit to these boys from Tasmania running in the Darwin heat. Like, that is, it's even more impressive when you think about what climate they're actually used to.
Yeah, what they've come from. Yes, so that over. None for 6 from Keogh, so you'll take that at this stage of the match, 8 overs down.
That predicted score sitting at about 149, which you want higher in a T20. You always want to aim for that 150 or above, don't you?
Yeah, you sure do. But they're around about, and they're in a situation right now where these two looking to consolidate, Amy.
Yeah, I think they're the batters to do it. Teague Wiley in particular has just been the standout batter for the Canes in this top end T20 series. Really carrying it a lot of the time. That one game we made 78 not out of 53 balls. I was ground announcing that game, and he just looked so strong the whole time. He looked so in control. When his eye's in and he's comfortable, he's hard to get out.
Well, he's just slowly but surely building a platform here. Tim Ward sitting on 12 off 7. And Wiley, 6 off 10. Hasn't looked the most comfortable. In comes Thomas. Up on the toes there. And just easily through to cover. And again, another easy single.
Thomas has been bowling great that first over. See if he can back it up with a second tight over and really put that pressure back on the Canes.
So 1 for 4 now, Thomas, with the single off the first ball of his over here. Ward back on strike.
Thomas recently got engaged as well, fun fact for you.
In he comes, and he's put away. Chance for a catch, and it's taken.
It's taken.
Thomas, wow.
He is taken as well, it turns out.
He is taken as well. And he now has the figures of 2 for 4.
He's bowling
second
great.
ball into his second over. Well, Amy, we were just talking about this partnership starting to build, and there it is, almost on cue from the Comets. We see the delivery of that ball. It popped up, gave him a little bit of room to move there, Ward, and he tried to take it, but just could not get it over the head of the fielder.
I just don't know if that was the right shot choice there, because there was a fielder there. It went exactly to him. He could have kept it down low. It didn't have to be up in the air. It didn't have to be going for 6. 4 runs would have done well if he kept it along the ground, but it was just, I think, a little bit of pressure, a little bit of that, we need to get that scoreboard along, has just gotten into his head there, and he won't be happy.
Yeah, the mental game. And Tom Hogan, I tell you what, he's in the game. He's certainly influenced it so far from a bowling perspective, and now he's taken a very good catch.
Yeah. You said before you can't keep him out of it. He's in it.
He's in it. He is absolutely in it.
He's probably the chattier one out there too. You can hear him cheering all the time, which is good to have that energy out there.
Thomas, 2 for 4. Or if you're the Comets, you're absolutely taking that.
Yep.
So midway through this 9th over now, 4 for 59. Now that wickets column is doing exactly what the Comets need it to do.
Now, both of these teams in the top end T20 series are the lowest on the board for runs. This has been consistent for them.
Thomas now. Effort ball there. He's going to field off his own bowling. I tell you what, this he's certainly not just casually jogging in here, Thomas.
No. There is nothing casual about this. He is up and about. He wants another.
He wants another. A single, a wicket, a dot ball. Great start to this, his second over. Hope on strike. And the Hobart Hurricanes will be hoping, indeed, that Bradley Hope is able to stay here for some time. All-round player. They need his bat skills right now.
And a
Chops
single.
that one out through point.
Off the mark with a single. They're consistent.
They are consistent.
Brad Hope made 34 against Victoria in the first game for the Canes. He was their highest scorer. They didn't do so well against that Victorian side, and he was the best of the bat there. So he's played roles in the team where he's had to help out at a point where they've had a bit of a collapse up the top.
And he's in that position today too, Bradley Hope, where he's the captain of the team today. Jake Doran out of this match, who's the usual captain. So Brad Hope, he has pressure on his shoulders in more ways than one. Wiley now on strike. Nice delivery again. Oh, there's a danger moment here, perhaps. Gee, Brad Hope, you talk about pressure on the shoulders. He's put an enormous amount of pressure on himself there, dashing halfway down the pitch.
Look, a bit of pressure, but also that's somebody that wants to be at the strike. He wants to be there to help carry his team as a captain. That's him, I think, saying, get me down there. I want to face these balls and help bring my team back into this game.
So Wiley 7 off 12.
But saying that you don't want to get run out trying to prove anything, do you?
No, you don't. I think you say right now that Thomas has bowled an excellent over.
Yeah.
Let's just see the last delivery off and go again. That's my commentary theory. Let's see. Wiley, I think he got a nick on that.
He did.
Opportunity for caught behind, a fumble. A fumble again by Juby, close to the boundary.
But the batters weren't watching and didn't take advantage of that for a run.
They didn't. Wow, Thomas. What an over that was from him. I think they ran two.
They ran two. They could have done three, but they weren't quite paying attention.
2 for 7 for Thomas. There it is, the nick. Well and truly a big nick. Wicketkeeper nowhere near it.
But it was a nice little cartwheel. I liked it.
It was beautiful. Dave Juby. Come on, Dave. He needs to get his hands around those balls. His team needs him to be fielding well because they are genuinely putting pressure on here, Amy.
4 for 62 after 9. This is intense. It does feel like a final for these two teams. Like
it is.
They both desperately want to win. They want to leave Darwin without anything. Like sure they'll have some souvenirs from like Crocosaurus Cove or something, but they want to have a win at least.
Yep. They want to finish second here, just at the wrong end of the ladder. This is about finishing second last.
It's an inverted pyramid
not
today.
Last.
Yep. If we're standing on our head, looking impressive.
Yep. And I don't say that disrespectfully to either side either, because both of these teams, they get stuck in when they play their game.
They've had close games.
Comets have been terrific in every match they've played. Hurricanes the same. That's not really what it's about.
It's also the development of these younger players, right? Like when you come here, you don't want to have that whole week of games without a win. You want to leave with something that you can be. You can have that story as a part of your development side. So I'm hoping for both of them for a win. They've still got another game tomorrow, but this game's important.
Meta in now to Hope. Oh, clipped away nicely on the leg side.
And well run too there as well.
Yeah, good running indeed, and well fielded by Juby. Straight onto the ball. Great hands, and straight back in. He'll be feeling a bit better about that.
Yep.
2 runs on the board. So Meta, none for 13 so far. He was expensive in his first over. That run rate has dipped below 7 for the first time in a little while. So they need Meta to do the job here again. The ball just dabbed onto the leg side by Hope.
So it's a big job for the Canes now, isn't it? Because they just really have to pick that moment where they're going to send it. Otherwise, it's going to be a really low total for them to try and defend when they go out there with the ball.
Yeah, the Comets are doing very nicely here, Amy, as you say, they really are. And the Hurricanes are in that position where clearly we're in the mid-range overs. Do we build a partnership? Do we try and score quickly? What approach are we taking? So again, all these are good learnings for both teams. Meta, nice delivery again, just dabbed onto the offside. But again, it's only a single.
And then at some point they've got to choose whether they have the power surge as well, which will change that dynamic again. But you want these batters to feel comfortable before you're opening up that.
Yeah, and between them they've faced 18 balls, so I dare say no power surge just at this point in time, Amy.
I'm so impatient.
Too early anyway.
I want to see some boundaries.
So Meta's doing a good job here. 4 runs so far. Can he tighten up even further? Hope 4 from 4. Slower delivery again, just tucking that onto the leg side. Through mid-wicket. Through comes Juby. That's good fielding.
He's back. He's good.
He is back.
Yep.
He's had 2 horror moments, but the last 2, excellent.
That's cricket, isn't it? You can have one moment that is just shines, one moment that doesn't. And you got to have your brain in the right spot to be able to shake off that bad moment to then continue on, because every ball is like, it's like a new game every ball.
Yeah, and get back on the bike. And you see he's back on the bike now. He's clapping his hands. He's applauding his own teammates' efforts.
He's forgotten it.
Good voice in the field. Meta with the bouncer, crunched.
Ooh.
Out through square. Picked up, I dare say, by Hogan with that left arm. Through to the wicketkeeper. Good cricket all round. Great running. 2 runs off that shot, but great fielding too by the Comets.
Just tapping his knees, making sure they're still attached after that run. It's hard work running in the heat in Darwin. Like it feels like you're at a high altitude. The air is thick here. Takes a bit out of you.
Yes. Does indeed.
One more to come from this over. And it's a much better one than that first one for Meta.
31 degrees here in Darwin at the moment.
There you go.
41% humidity, which is actually beautiful for a
pleasant.
dry season day. Nice little tuck onto the leg side there. Meta to field off his own bowling. Well done. So he finishes his 2nd over with figures of none for 19. And Hope and Wiley, they are just building that little platform.
Yep.
You are watching the Study NT Top End T20 Series live and free across Australia on 7+ here today from DXC Arena. And a beautiful day it is too.
And they're going to drink some water, have a bit of a break with his 10 overs, make sure that everyone's feeling okay. It's important because it is hot here, but it's so good having all these teams, like 30 matches over 10 days across the top end. We're so spoilt that everywhere down south is experiencing something called winter, and we've got this in August. It's pretty good.
This is winter, 31 degrees, 41% humidity. Some of these players will have been cruising around at the Mindle Beach markets, I expect, last night.
I'm in jeans. It is cold. I'm a Darwin girl.
It's cold. It dropped to what, 22 degrees last night?
Yeah, put a jumper
with a breeze.
On. Yeah.
Yes, winter in Darwin. Come and experience it. Oh, the full toss put away there through square leg out to the boundary. Only the single though. So Hunter, perhaps a little fortunate there.
Yeah, could have gone much further.
And we don't want to see Hunter spoil his figures too much, because after 1 over, he had the figures of 1 for 2, if you don't mind. The left armour, it's a nice little delivery too. Gee, they're not picking him, are they?
Hunter's got them in all sorts of trouble.
Hunter to Hope. Good start already to this over from Hunter. Nice again from Hunter. Beat the bat straight through to the wicketkeeper.
Just sort of flicked up a little bit then, didn't it? It just didn't seem to be anywhere near where Hope was expecting that to go.
He is racing through this over. 4th ball now. Now put away nicely there. Just through extra cover. And Hope, he's very pleased to be down the other end.
Yeah.
Teague Wiley to face the last 2 deliveries from Dylan Hunter.
Sometimes you've got a style of bowling that's coming to you as a batter, and you're just like this. I can't get comfortable in this, and everyone's got somebody that they're not having their best game against, and I think Hunter's got everyone played at the moment.
He's doing very nicely. Teague Wiley just taking a moment here, fixing up his pads and just having a bit of a look. Goes the sweep. Nice. Through. And hits the stumps.
But he was there, safe.
That was very, very good play there for the Comets by Harry Thomas. Picked up the ball cleanly, straight back in. Great cricket all round. Wiley, he gets himself away from Hunter.
I love seeing a fielder hit the stumps. Like, even if it's not out, you still put that little message into the batters, like, don't go on my arm. Yeah. I will hit that stump.
Don't you try me.
Yep.
So Hope now. Hoping to get out of this over alive. Slashes that one away.
Oh, Hunter.
No run. Well, Hunter, first over was 1 for 2. Second over, none for 3.
I'm so impressed. He's doing an exceptional job with that ball. It's great. And look, you've got 4 for 73 now, the Hobart Hurricanes, and you're looking at the batters that have been before. Nitesh Samuel's been the best with 21 from 18, but other than that, they haven't really had anyone fly for the Canes.
I still like your comments about Wiley earlier. Been a very good batter for them. He's sitting there 15 off 18, just working his way into this game. That's what you see in these T20 matches. When a batter decides to flick the switch, they can do enormous things. I'm waiting for Wiley to make that call.
And he has. I saw him do that against Bangladesh at Marara Stadium. That was a great game. I was ground announcing that one, and you could kind of see it. He changed his posture. He changed the way that he approached the crease on each of the balls, and there were a lot of boundaries coming off his bat that game.
Kai Brunker now back into the attack. Full ball. In fact, a full toss. And very fortunate.
I think he really wanted that.
Put away. And Wiley, I think, having a quiet chat to himself there.
This might be the switch. Look at this.
It is the 12th over. Kai Brunker eager to come in. Figures of 1 for 7, Kai Brunker. Again, that one just pushed through the leg side, straight down the ground. Comets eager in the field. And that one there whipped back in.
And good to do that. And good to do that instead of letting it be 2 and putting, Wiley back on strike. Like really the fielding has helped a lot for the ACT Comets.
And again, just the single, straight back down to Tyler Van Leeuwen, who gets to do the same thing all over again.
You get the feeling that Hope's going to play that anchor role and they really want Wiley to send it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. Well, that's exactly right from the commentary position anyway. Let's see what the players actually think. Kai Brunker started nicely here, just cramped him up there. Able to just dab that one out into the covers.
And you can see Wiley at the other end. He's looking up. He's not happy. He really wants to get on top of a few of these balls, but the bowling has just been on point.
And the spinners are getting through their overs quickly, Amy. Look at Brunker. He's up for his 5th delivery already. Only conceded the 3 singles. A little bit of a looser delivery out towards the boundary.
Still a fielder.
Ball out there taken by Jake Smith. And again, just the single.
Yeah, they want to get through these overs quickly because it's getting warm out there. They want to get back into the change rooms, have a bit of a break, I reckon.
It is getting warm, no doubt about it. Wiley on strike now, 17 off 21. Brunker's last delivery. He decides to go. There's an opportunity here. Oh, he attacked the ball well there, did Keogh. Just couldn't quite get into a position to take a catch. They go through for a single. Very good over again by Brunker and very close to another wicket being taken.
Yeah, Keogh would have loved to have taken that because you get those single and you realise that that pressure's building. Then there's one big hit like that could have easily been a catch and been a prime example of that pressure bowling, but just dropped a little bit short for him. He came in hard, but just not quite there.
Never envy the fielders running at those because you're looking at it, you know it's a huge opportunity, but you also don't want to miss the ball if you can't take the catch because it could go for 4.
Can confirm many times in the outfield. I play a similar position in my team for the Pint Cricket Club, and I have run at the ball with all the enthusiasm and had it go great right underneath me, like a nutmeg in the soccer game.
Thomas now back into the attack. 2 for 7 off 2, if you don't mind. Facing the danger man, Wiley. Goes high, cracks that a 1 through point.
Just dealing in singles at the moment.
Yeah, was just the 1-2. So Thomas on the money immediately. Hope and Wiley, they are certainly being restricted here.
Yep.
The scoreboard is ticking over, Amy, but
slow.
In the most minimal fashion.
There'd be a lot going through your brain as a batter out there. I mean, you're playing every ball as you see it, but there is that other little narrative in the back of your head going, oh, we're going to need a little bit more on the board here.
Thomas again pulled away. 4 to square. And again, in from the boundary.
And I don't know, there could be 2 in that. I think it's the fielding is good, but the Canes didn't look like they wanted to take 2 from the beginning to put any pressure on the fielder.
Yeah.
If they'd have run and said, oh yeah, look, we're going to go for 2, even if they didn't do it, fielder can make a mistake. It's not like they're putting the pressure back yet.
Yeah, I think I think that approach might change across the course of the next 2 overs.
I'm impatient. I'm so impatient.
If they're both still together, let's see. Just dabbed away nicely. Off the edge of the bat, down there to Juby, but again the single. But what they are doing here, turning over the strike nicely, forcing the fielders to adjust their positions. Thomas is maintaining a good line and length here.
And they're facing more balls, getting their eye in, I guess. You are right about that.
And you look at Wiley, he's 20 off 24, and he has not done anything really that's of a risk. Hope they're playing that anchor role, 9 off 12.
These experienced players, I guess. It's not their first rodeo, is it?
It's not. They know what they're doing. Cracks that one away again, just back of point.
And Thomas would be happy with this.
Oh, he sure would. Started the over at 2 for 7. He's conceded the 4 singles so far, but be pretty happy. The run rate at the moment is down under 6.5.
That's a bit different to some of the other games that are happening in the top end series today. HH Kingsmen take on the Adelaide Strikers, and the Kingsmen have got something like 32 sixes in the competition so far.
They love it.
Love a big hit.
They like going big. Wiley straight back
nice.
Down the ground, well fielded. And again, just the single.
An anti-strike take on Bangladesh is the other game today. And
That's
again,
a big game.
That is a big game. That's down here at DXC. And Bangladesh had a good win against New Zealand last night, and they will be up and about. They're top of the ladder. They've only lost 1 game. They're playing some very good cricket up here in Darwin.
Last ball from Thomas is over here. Into Hope. Hope pulls him away out towards the boundary, and that will go.
There we go.
So break the shackles there for the last delivery of Thomas's over.
And it's the first boundary to come off Thomas's bowling. It's the first that hasn't been a single, I think, off Thomas's bowling. It's inevitable at some point you're going to have a couple of balls that don't go exactly where you want it to go, but it was good that they've put that away, the Canes. They needed that for.
Not too much wrong with that delivery. And Hope, though, just pulling that one away to deep square leg for 4 runs, which were much needed. The Hurricanes 4 for 83. In fact, 4 for 87 after that last delivery from Thomas's over. And the ball coming back into the hands here of Hogan. So reintroducing a little bit of spin.
And this game, like we've talked about it, it is important for them to win because neither of them have had that win yet. And they've got some big games happening tomorrow. Both these sides.
So Hogan back into the attack here. Well flighted, feels off his own bowling.
Nice. Yeah, so Hurricanes play New Zealand tomorrow, and you've got the Comets versus the Strikers.
Neither game of which will be easy.
No.
Gets that behind square. Does Wiley. Fielded out there by Juby. Just a single.
Yeah, a win here can put you in a good headspace to play those teams that have had a better series and are at the top of the ladder.
Hogan darts that one in. Just eased away through the covers. And again, just a single. Hogan, that's all he seems to deal in when he concedes, singles only. A little bit similar to Thomas.
Yeah, they've both bowled beautifully today.
They have, haven't they? 22 off 27 for Wiley. Goes there behind square. Puts a bit of pressure on Juby close to the boundary. Is he up to it? He sure is. Feels that beautifully. And they come back for the 2 runs.
Yeah, the Canes are awake out there in the field still. They haven't really taken off any of that pressure. Sorry, the Comets.
Wiley just building beautifully here. Oh, that came off the edge. He didn't know too much about that meta in the field. Whips that one back in. Just the easy single. These two are building a very nice platform here. Will not want to lose a wicket in this over. Hogan. just pushed Hope back in his crease. Jogs through for the single. He's built nicely too, the captain here today. 16 off 16 for Hope. That's a nice over again from Hogan. That's beautiful. None for 19 off his 3. He's been very good.
Dominic, what do you think about pulling this trigger? When does that happen?
Yeah, it's happening very soon,
yeah?
I think. Yeah, I mean, it has to, really. That's the end of the... Where are we at? It's the end of the 14th, so there's only 6 overs to go. It has to come really soon, because these two have built nicely now. You look at the scoreline there, 16 off 16 for Hope. Wiley, 25 off 29. They haven't done a lot wrong. Haven't really looked as though they've been challenged too much. So it's coming very soon, I think.
And they've, faced 45 balls?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
They've had a bit of time in the middle now.
They sure have. And they wouldn't want to leave it too long either, for the risk of one of them getting out. Hunter back into the attack, and that ball cut away through point. And again, just through for a single. So Hunter, 1 for 5 from 2 overs. He's just been brilliant.
Great.
Concedes a single from his first delivery here. A little bit of organisation in the field happening here for the Comets.
They've got a plan.
Pushing a man out to deep square leg, out onto the boundary.
They're expecting a big hit, aren't they?
I think they might be. That ball darted in. Wiley almost clipped the feet of Hope there on the way through. But that fielding, well fielded up there at long on.
They've got the positions right, ACT Comets. They've always got somebody where the ball seems to be going at the moment.
Yeah, so they're working well here, working as a unit. Hope on strike, and again, just up to that man again at long on. Jogs through for a single. So 3 singles so far from this Hunter over.
I'd be curious to get the running stats off the Hurricanes for how many singles they're taking. How many Ks are they covering back and forth there?
Again, the ball darted in, swept through square. Dare I say it, Amy? A single.
It's a different T20 taking the singles, you know, like. But there's still, the scoreboard is still growing, which is the only goal, really.
Oh, that's a beautiful ball. So Hunter gains himself a dot ball. It's a rarity in any T20 game. You take them when you can. Let's see how he closes this one out. And a little bit of bounce there. Just carved out to cover and in quickly. So a single. So only the 5. I tell you what, they take that at this stage. 5 runs when the run rate is 6.5, and it drops ever so slightly at the end of the 15th over here at 4 for 98.
5 overs to go. That wherever that trigger is, I reckon they need to find it, because I don't think there's enough on there for them to be able to defend. To be fair, they have a strong bowling unit, the Canes. They can like stem those runs from ACT, but I think if you're out there in the middle, now's your time. They've still got wickets in hand. They've got some middle order players that can come in and do some big hitting, but you'd want Hope and Wiley now to just go.
You are watching the Study NT Top End T20 series live and free across Australia on 7plus, with Dominic McCormack and Amy Hetherington here on a blue sky, breezy Darwin day.
And if you are watching and you're thinking about coming up to Darwin, can I strongly encourage you do it? It is just such a beautiful place this time of year when winter is grasping all our southern states. You can come up here and have a bit of a break from it, and there's so many things going on, so many events and activities.
Tom Hogan back into the attack. Loves having the ball in hand. Darts that one in, chopped away.
Oh, good fielding.
And that is beautiful fielding at point there. They have supported each other very well, as you were commenting about before, Amy, in the field. Getting things right here, the Comets. They've got 5 overs left to continue to get it right, to be in this game. Hogan, he hasn't taken a wicket, but I think he's bowled quite well. Fielded beautifully also. Taken a catch. Darts in another. Chopped away through the covers. Fielded out there by Brunker.
Again, a single.
Just the one.
You wonder whether, like, ACT Comets, after a couple of their losses, have had a bit of a chat with the coach and the goal being for the team, field like your life depends on it. Like, don't let anything through. back each other up. This is the game to really show those skills. Every player matters, because it seems to feel like that out there.
Hurricanes have posted their 100. Oh, that's hit on the pads. No run. So very wary here is Hope. He's moved along nicely here to 20 off 22.
He looks a little uncomfortable though, like he hasn't quite found a flow yet.
And yet they're both still going at almost a run a ball. Nice from Hogan, also from Hope. Up on his toes, just clipping that one away onto the leg side and through mid-wicket. Well fielded, and again, just the single.
I think I've been watching so many of these games with Bangladesh and the Kingsmen, who just like come out and hit sixes the whole time, and now I'm just expecting that at every T20 game that I'm at.
I'm waiting for the switch to be flicked, and it's like as though they just can't find it at the moment. That's chopped away, beautifully bowled by Hogan. Little bit of width, had to chop away at it, no run. So just the 3 runs conceded so far by Tom Hogan.
It's a great over at this point in the game.
Goes big, opportunity for a catch. Keogh underneath it.
Beautiful.
And Zach Keogh, that's what pressure does. He takes the catch, and the dangerous Teague Wiley, 28 off 34. Zach Keogh, well done. Tom Hogan, last ball of the over, brilliantly bowled, 5 for 101. Single,
dot, wicket. Like, that is exactly what we mean when we say you build that pressure as a bowler, you keep disciplined, you keep consistent, your fielders back you up, so there's no twos and there's no momentum going towards the batters. So then the batter decides it's time to flick the switch, but it wasn't quite the execution, and Wiley was very unhappy with that. I don't know if you saw, he had a really good moment on the way out there. It looked like a very big dramatic fall to the ground. Very unhappy about it.
I have to say I missed that.
It was the right kind of, I've disappointed myself, but you know, like there's still a lot of cricket. You've still got the other innings as well, but you wonder who it is from the Canes that's about to come out that can really send it for them. And Hope being out there, settled on that 21 from 23, is it time for him to release and go?
Yeah, we talked about it, didn't we? These two were set.
Yeah.
Where's that switch? And I just said it seems like they've lost the switch. Well, Hogan found his switch, and they got the wicket. 28 off 34 for Wiley. He was so well set and seemed to be doing it easily, as we see a replay of that.
The footwork was great.
Footwork was great, but I think with the turn that Hogan was getting, didn't quite get the connection that he was looking for. Zach Keogh, he had an opportunity some overs ago, didn't he, to do exactly that. This time, he was in the right position.
And it's right in front of us in commentary, and we've watched them do all of the training and all the setup beforehand, practicing those catches. It looked like a training hit, to be honest.
Yes, the Air Force Jets behind us here at DXC
did say there's
Arena.
a lot of events in Darwin. You can even come in here and watch them in real life.
If you're a military fan, you can come and watch all sorts of aircraft taking off.
My favourite is when that happens in the middle of a wedding ceremony. I've seen that a few times. That's been great.
Thomas back into the attack. Hope to face. Just tucks that one away, backward of point, and well fielded, and as has been the norm in this game, another single.
Raf McMillan in now as your new batter.
Australian under-19 World Cup winning off spinner is Raphael McMillan. They don't need that right now. They need his batting. Yes, I'm not really sure now, Amy, where the mindset is at for the Hobart Hurricanes. I thought the last partnership was where they needed to probably call the surge and actually start really going the hit. But that just hasn't looked to be forthcoming.
Not comfortable yet.
Nice ball, straight back to the bowler.
And it's because the ACT bowling's been exceptional. Like, it's been so on point, it's been so consistent, and it just means that the Canes can't open up their body to get behind a big hit. They can't find any space. It's great to see. I like seeing this team that maybe hasn't had the best top-end series really find some gorgeous form here at this game.
Highlights and mini matches available on the NT Cricket YouTube channel to revisit all of the best action from today's game. And there's certainly some good action, in particular from the ACT Comets so far. Bowling's been excellent. Bounces that one through. Is there a nick on that as an appeal? The wicketkeeper took it.
Unmoved.
Indeed, I can't think of a better word, Amy. Absolutely unmoved is the central umpire. Gee, they were up and about the Comets.
Yeah, they thought they had it.
They thought that was a catch.
They thought it was off the glove, hey?
Yeah, I think they certainly had a call for off the glove.
But nothing.
Nope. I couldn't see clearly from that replay. Need a bit of sicko action to see
and I'm not brave enough to have an opinion either.
No. I'll leave that to the central umpire to have that opinion. Too far away to have any opinion from here.
We'll say Sam Burns and Kevin Lefebvre are doing a great job out there.
Run rate down to 6.18 here. Good ball again from Thomas. Just jammed that into the block hole. McMillan unable to get that away. And Amy, look at the difference here. Teague Wiley going, that would probably have been a single, at least, if Teague Wiley had been out in the middle. But now McMillan can't even get that away.
He needs a bit of time to see it and to know what's going on out there and understand the pitch and how it's flying off it. But there's just not much time to be able to do that in this game, is there?
No. Darts that one in, cracked away, backward of square. They should go through for two runs.
That is the first Hurricanes player to make 2 as their first run instead of a single.
And a no ball called also by the central umpire. So McMillan gets off the mark with a 2 and has an opportunity here at a free hit as well. Cricket Today proudly supported by the NT government, backing major events and world-class sporting pathways in the top end. We're grateful for all of that support. Study NT, DXC technology, and of course 7+ as well, where we're going live and free across Australia. Oh, carved away there by McMillan. Up and over backward point. Will it go to the boundary? It won't. Juby in the action. They come back for 2, looking for 3. Good throw from Juby.
Good running, 3 runs off that free hit. And it was great. There was 3 fielders around that ball, showing you just how much ACT Comets want to be a part of this. Every single one of the fielders in that area ran to that ball.
Amy, I cannot remember. That doesn't mean to say that one hasn't happened, but I cannot remember a 3 being run today.
No, maybe once.
Maybe early on?
Yep.
Maybe?
Yep. I can have a look at those stats for you, but it's felt hard work. Hard work to get more than one.
Hard. So Thomas with figures of 2 for 23, about to close out his 4th over here. Hope just pushes that into the gap in the covers and jogs through for the single. So Thomas, after his 4, 2 for 24. He's been excellent. The Hobart Hurricanes, after 17, 5 for 109. Amy, normal circumstances, that's just not getting the job done, but maybe they think that their bowling team's going to have the Comets covered.
Yeah, and maybe it's one of those games where it's a fielder's game. Anything can happen. You know, T20 they might skittle ACT. You never know. As the umpire marks power surge coming up, right?
18th over.
They've saved it. Is this the switch going on?
Is this the switch? They found the switch.
They have found the switch. Power surge.
I think it's about 3 overs too late myself. But
yeah,
you know,
look.
Who am I to call?
We were mentioning it earlier, but I tell you what, like, I'm excited it's happening now. We've got 3 overs. I reckon. What do you reckon they want to get to with 3 overs? I think they want to add another 25 at least.
You'd be looking to go a 10 and over, wouldn't you?
Oh, you'd love that.
Yep. So if they could get to 140, I think they would count themselves extremely fortunate, given the way that the game's gone.
Yep.
Let's see how that plays out.
Now, look, you know, optimism is a big part of cricket. You can't play this game if you don't have any optimism. You'd spend the whole time feeling sad about something that's happened before.
Kyoto bowl to Hope. Darts that in. Cracks it away. Perfect start for the Comets.
Wow.
Dot ball.
They've just been really good in the field, and the bowlers have just been putting it in the spots, which means that there's only a certain couple of ways that you can play the ball.
Zach Keogh's taken a great catch today. Here he is on the bounce. Through the leg side.
And again
fielded beautifully. Whipped back into the wicketkeeper. And a single. So first 2 balls of the power surge, 1 run.
This switch.
Comets They are absolutely in this game.
They need to bring an electrician in and sort this electricity out with a switch, I think.
McMillan 5 off 5. He will be the one that they're looking for, I think, to go big here. Keogh darts that one in, cuts it away through the gap. This will go all the way to the boundary, and it does. So McMillan, he's been charged with finding boundaries, and he's found 4 runs on that occasion.
He's been fumbling around on that wall looking for the light switch, and I think he might have just found it there. That 4 was the perfect timing for that, needed to happen.
Cut it away beautifully through backward point and gained his team a boundary. Keogh again darts that one in. Missed everything, wicketkeeper included. They go for 1. And the ball down there will be saved. Yes, it is. They've come back for 2?
2, I think, but you saw McMillan moved quickly. He was early to try and get that ball then, and I think it might have thrown the bowler a little bit.
So 0, 1, 4, and they did run 3 there, so 3 buys. Zach Keogh again darting that one through straight down the ground from Hope. Into the action is Tyler Van Leeuwen. Back on the bounce there to Zach Keogh. The Comets are certainly up and about in the field, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. They don't want to let anything through.
Tyler Van Leeuwen out on the boundary at long on. McMillan opens up and nicely fielded, no run. Nick Brose in the action, the captain.
They just can't find a gap, the Canes. Like they've been hitting it, they've been getting there, but it's always gone straight to a fielder. It's frustrating when you're a batter like that, because you might be seeing the ball, you might be feeling like it's time to send it, but if you keep hitting it to a fielder, there's not much you can do about it.
5 for 118 with 2 overs to go, Amy. 22 runs to get.
You said 140 would be...
I said 140.
Nice.
Hope on 25 off 28, but it will be McMillan on strike for the 19th over. Can they get themselves to 140?
It's so good to see ACT Comets coming together and playing so well in the field right now, because so many of them are so young, and after the series that they've had that hasn't been necessarily the best, to come together like this, it's so good for the development of those young players, and then hopefully it's really good for them coming back for future series up here in the top end, because they've been here since the beginning. In those 5 years, we've had ACT a part of it that whole time, which has been great.
Yes, one territory coming to the other, which is fantastic to see.
I'm a bit competitive. I do think the NT is the best of the territories, but you know, we'll accept ACT as our cousin for this competition. That's fine.
Very, very gracious of you, Amy.
Well, someone's got to do it. And I will say as well, one of the things I'm really loving is DXC being used like this, because this is my home ground. This is where I play for Pint, so I love seeing these incredible players here up in Darwin.
Well, Dave Juby into the attack. Cut away. Coming back for the second. And that is good play. Gee, Dave Juby has the pressure on him here. None for 14 from his first over. And again, I think this is part of what makes this competition so good. On many an occasion, I've seen a captain pass the ball to a bowler who's under pressure in the death overs to say, here, take the pressure. Let's see what you can do. Ball cut away again through point. They're going to go again for the 2 runs, and they'll make it back easily.
Safe. Yeah, Dave didn't have the best of the first overs for him, but you're right. Like when a captain says, "No, mate, we've got you, we back you. See how you go with it." It's that kind of development. You can't get that in the nets. You have to play it in a game.
Yeah, and it's good to see them do it. And even if it doesn't go well, then forms part of what happens later on from a coaching perspective and what you do at training. Hope 29 off 30. Clubbed away, opportunity for a catch straight over the head there of Brose. It was into the breeze, so often held up. So Brose gets hold of that. They will come back for 3.
Yeah, good running.
And the team applauding their captain there, who did not give up on that chase. And Yeah, that's exactly the spot. You don't give up on the chase to long off either, because the breeze often holds the ball up.
And if it lands in that way and then it gets that spin, it gets stuck and it won't roll over the boundary anyway, and you have to go get it. So you may as well run as if you're going to get it straight away.
So 7 runs conceded from the first 3 balls here. Juby in again. That's a better delivery, but cut away straight over the head of Fly Slip.
They are targeting him, aren't they? Poor Juby.
They are. 4 runs.
There you go. It's exactly what the Hurricanes needed. Not what Dave Juby needs. Although, fun fact for you, he's considered the best FIFA player for the Comets. I've got that down in his notes. He's pretty proud of that, and a bit of a social media influencer. So maybe
there you go.
Maybe the day isn't great with the ball, but get him in a FIFA game.
He's all over it.
He'll have it.
I don't know whether he's going to be posting too much of this over so far, but you never know.
Oh, look.
You never know in a game of cricket.
You take a wicket, you post it.
That's it. So he's got 2 balls to come here. 2 balls to come in this innings, Dave Juby. What can he do with them? Slower delivery.
Oh, yep.
Slower delivery. Opportunity here. Meta underneath.
Oh,
he doesn't take the catch.
Oh, that was a prime opportunity, and I felt like I called it a little bit for him. Oh, he would have loved a wicket on that after the first few deliveries, but there you go, safe. A life there.
Jeet Mehta won't be happy, but look at this. I love seeing the teamwork. The wicket keeper coming down to him to say, mate, keep going, it's okay.
Yep.
So, Zach Marin there, the wicket keeper for the Comets. Great to see. Good sportsmanship. He goes again out to the boundary. 2 bounces, 4 runs.
Another 4 runs. What a big over. That is exactly what the Hurricanes needed. You do feel for the bowler in a situation like that, but then, you know, it's cricket. Sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. But if you're a Canes fan, that's a lovely 6 balls faced and some much-needed runs on that total.
Yeah, square leg there. Straight over the square leg umpire's hat and out for a boundary. So well done there by Hope. Moved to 32 off 31 and got that run rate up above 7 now.
140 looks doable.
Oh, 140 is absolutely on target here.
Amazing what 1 over can do to a game.
Exactly. And Mehta, after dropping an opportunity, although it was very difficult, has an opportunity here to come in with ball in hand and make an impact for his team. McMillan, 19 off 11. He's been excellent since he's come in.
Mehta's only 19 years old as well, so we've got all these young players that are involved in this. So you drop a catch and then your captain says, here you go, have the ball. It's there's a lot of development happening in these top-end series, and I think it's actually a real privilege for us to be able to see it happening in real time. So some of these players, we'll see them playing bigger games in the future, and they would have grown so much from their time in Darwin.
McMillan hitting that boundary off the last ball of Juby's over, find himself on 19 off 11, and the captain in Bradley Hope now on strike to face the first ball of the 20th over from Mehta. Smacks that one away. Is it going to hold up in the breeze? It is. Is it a catch? It is. So Mehta dropped a catch in the last over, takes a wicket with his first ball.
And look, you got to give some credit to the wind there. That grabbed it, held it up beautifully, and unfortunately for Hope, he went big, but just not big enough on that last ball there for him.
So Hope goes for 32 off exactly 32 deliveries. Right idea, Amy. He had to go for it. But I just get this feeling that he and Wiley will look back on this match and think, gee, we should have called that surge about 3 overs earlier. And
I think as well, they wanted a little bit longer to get comfortable, and the bowling meant that they never got that opportunity. So I think it played against them. They made the wrong call there, but you know, like, he has contributed that 32 from 32. When they go out to field later, they'll be working hard in the field to make sure that it doesn't overlap there. But 6 for 135 with 5 balls to go.
Well, Mehta has an opportunity here to build on that start. Taking the wicket. So Melody out now for the Hobart Hurricanes. To face Mehta. And he goes big as well. Didn't come off the bat quite as he would have liked, and well fielded out there by Jake Smith.
But the right thing to do to put McMillan back on strike with these last few balls. The one that's got his eye in, he's done his job there. Maladay coming in as that batter.
He's done exactly what he needed to do there in turning the strike over. Exactly right. Come in fresh, get off strike.
Yes.
So McMillan
don't get out.
Excellent. That's right, don't get out. McMillan's been excellent right from first ball. 19 off 11. Run rate currently sitting at 7s. McMillan straight down the ground. One bounce. Opportunity here to cut it off, and it will be Tyler Van Leeuwen. He's been superb down here at long on. He's come all the way around the long off to field that one. Got it back in.
And you want to make sure that you get that ball if you're the only fielder out on that side as well. Like, there's a lot of pressure on you. You don't want any of them to get past you. And I tell you what, Tyler hasn't let anything get past him.
No, he's been excellent, the big man. Meta's only conceded the 3 runs so far. Figures of 1 for 22. ACT Comets on full alert here. McMillan back on strike. Bit of a chat here between Keogh and his fellow fast bowler in Meta. Yeah, Maladay's job here is to run. In it goes, straight to the wicketkeeper, and a wide. I did not expect that to be called, I must admit. I thought that was very close, but anyway, in this game, almost once it goes down leg side, it's a wide, isn't it?
Yep.
I thought Meta did pretty well there.
Hurricanes are 1 off your 140 now.
They are 1 off. I think WinViz was predicting 149, was that, that early prediction. Meta on the bounce, high up and under. There's only one person out there on the one bounce. Gathers the cricket ball and whips it back in.
Yeah, no fielders out there, so that was a nice place for the ball to go up and down. As a batter, when it comes off the bat that high, you think, oh no, this might be it, but you see that there's no one there and you think, great, got another chance.
Placed it beautifully, didn't McMillan. 23 off 13, he is doing his job here. He'd like to do it in boundaries though. Cracks that one. This one here will be protected.
They're going to run hard here to make it 2.
Off, whip the ball back in.
Great running.
Great running indeed. McMillan and Maladay doing exactly what they need to do here.
And McMillan had intent there, didn't he? He came down early. He wanted to hit that. He used his feet. He knows what his job is, and it's to put as many runs on the board as possible to make it easier for their fielding innings. 8
runs, including the wide from this over, and they've cracked that 140, find themselves at 143. The predictor put us at 149. They need a 6.
I was just going to say. Yeah, if you're backing WinViz, we need a 6.
Bang, out it goes. Catch on opportunity here. And Meta takes his 2nd wicket for the over. And the Hurricanes, they will finish on 6 for 143. Well done to Meta. Great bowling from him in that last over. And from a team perspective, 7 wickets they managed to take and keep that scoring down.
That was exceptional by ACT out there. Like, I'm really, really impressed with that bowling effort for them. Like, you look out there and you've got a couple of players got runs on. 32 from Brad Hope and 25 from Raf McMillan, 28 from Teague Wiley. But they were held up a lot by that bowling.
Yeah, they did beautifully, didn't they? The bowling never missed a beat. They just played so beautifully as a bowling unit. And here we see the figures, and they're all very even. 2 for 24 from Harry Thomas, 2 for 27 from Meta in the end. But Hogan was excellent with his pressure. So too Keogh and Brunker. In fact, they all were. Dylan Hunter.
Dylan Hunter. That economy 3.3. Yeah, that double pressure was fantastic.
Highlights here from the batting innings of the Hobart Hurricanes. Saw a few nice shots, but gee whiz, we saw some
that early wicket
and that taken too.
Yep.
Nice catch there taken from Dylan Hunter.
And this one we didn't expect it to be a wicket. We were all quiet. We weren't sure what happened, but it just came and took that stump there.
The Comets themselves were quiet.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that it was a wicket, but some good boundaries, but they were really few and far between. That was Radhakrishnan, who came out with so much intent early on, batted beautifully, but again sort of went cheaper than what you expected?
To be fair, I think every wicket was cheaper than what you expected. I think a lot of it was catches that were trying really, really hard to get that momentum started, but it was all stuck in the mud a little bit.
Match 22 here of the Study NT Top End T20 Series. Hobart Hurricanes Academy 7 for 143. The ACT Comets need 144 runs to win. We'll be back with you after a short break with the run chase.
Oi, oi! Have you heard what everyone's been saying? The NT is the place to visit in 2026.
Students score big in Australia's Northern Territory. Discover the perfect pitch for your next chapter and open a new innings for your career. Join a vibrant community with world-class opportunities and enjoy our laid-back lifestyle while pursuing your dream field. Break free of the boundaries and hit your future for 6. Study in Australia's Northern Territory.
Cricket taught us to chase boundaries. Out here, you'll find new ones. From hot springs to hotter curries, the Northern Territory surprises at every turn. Adventure, culture, food, it's all here and it's all real. Not your usual holiday, not your usual Australia. New boundaries, new territory. Australia's Northern Territory.
Oi, oi! Have you heard what everyone's been saying? The NT is the place to visit in 2026.
Students score big in Australia's Northern Territory. Discover the perfect pitch for your next chapter and open a new innings for your career. Join a vibrant community with world-class opportunities and enjoy our laid-back lifestyle while pursuing your dream field. Break free of the boundaries and hit your future for 6. Study in Australia's Northern Territory.
When you move here, it's not just for work, it's for life. Here, culture isn't something you leave behind. It's something you bring with you and share. Great jobs, no long commutes, and weekends that start as soon as Friday ends. From the red desert to the tropical north, this place doesn't just welcome you, it transforms you. Australia's Northern Territory. New boundaries, new territory.
Welcome back to DXC Arena here this afternoon. The top end T20 series. It is the Hurricanes taking on the ACT Comets, and we are about to get the ACT Comets batting innings underway. They need 144 runs to win from their 20 overs. My name is Dominic McCormack. Joining me this afternoon, Amy Hetherington. Amy, how are you seeing it?
Oh, look, it was a great bowling innings by ACT after winning the toss and choosing to bowl, and they bowled tight. They were really, really hard to get away from, and I think the Canes are going to have to dig deep in the field to stop ACT from chasing this down.
Here we go. First ball, it's a good quick delivery too, but it's a little bit too energetic perhaps, and no ball with the first delivery.
Oh, that's not the start that the Hurricanes would like.
Lachlan Clark bowling here for the Hurricanes. Looked like he was a late addition to our team sheet.
Yeah, Lachlan Clark is a pretty new player. He's played one game up here in the top end T20 series, but it's his first time through the Cricket Tasmania Pathway program. He's a brand new player.
Tyler Van Leeuwen on strike for the Comets. Free hit. He goes with the ramp, and I'm going to be able to take a catch here.
Oh, well taken. There's no cameras on you there, but I just need to give a shout out. Dominic McCormack has hurt his finger, but he has saved the screens here in the commentary box. Has that got you okay? You're right, Dominic?
Yep, I'm all right.
That was exceptional bit of fielding out here from the commentators, but it has gone for 4 off the no ball.
Well, he made the most of the free hit, didn't he, Tyler Van Leeuwen?
Yep, and it's a fantastic start for the ACT Comets. Those quick 5 runs already on the board. Dominic has learned how hard that cricket ball comes off the bat.
So Tyler Van Leeuwen, just that one back to the bowler. So Clark, a rather inglorious beginning here.
It's a hard thing to come into a team already midway through the series as your first time player as a young'un. It's from our development team, but it's good that the Hurricanes are giving him his spot and helping him out with that experience up here for the top end T20 series.
That's a better delivery. Got
Much
him in
better.
a bit of trouble there, and they're going to scoot through for the single.
Ooh.
Gee, that was terrific backing up by Tyler Van Leeuwen to get Maron off strike. And he made that run a no danger run there.
Big dive as well towards the end. It sent dust up everywhere.
Yeah, did really well. Now, I must admit, Amy, I was concentrating so hard on making sure that that ball didn't hit the screen.
Yes.
That was a 6, was it, the free hit?
It must have been.
As I say, I actually cannot, in my mind's eye now, go back and tell where that
It must have
pitched.
bounced just in front, yeah.
But it's been called a 6. I just knew that it was on track for the screen.
I was too busy watching you, making sure that you didn't hurt yourself.
So our monitor here was in danger.
Oh.
Little dab, almost a catch. Wow, this over's had everything here. Clark, he gained the edge there of Van Leeuwen.
The
Van
dive.
Leeuwen's first ball, the dive, it went to hand.
So that Bradley Hope on the dive there, he almost got his hand to it. That was very close.
There, the captain. He got the left hand to it, didn't he?
That would be the kind of catch you'd talk about for weeks. Almost as good as yours, Dominic.
You tell your grandkids about that one.
Oh,
there it was.
so close.
Almost took it. I tell you what, we've been in the perfect spot so far, this commentary position. He's tried to go for it again there, Marin. Trying to flick it away up over his left shoulder and score down a deep fine leg, not on that occasion.
This is a big first over, isn't it?
So, as I say in the classics, it's all happening in this first over.
It's all happening.
We're even involved here in our commentary position. So Marin 7 off 5, Van Leeuwen 1 off 1 with one delivery to come in this eventful over for Lachlan Clark. A few chats going on there at the bowler's end. Teammates giving some tips on what to do next. Catches the call.
Oh, it was a good opportunity. It was a good ball. Like that's the kind of ball that you can get a good catch from. It was just hung up in the air a little bit too short for those fielders. And in the end, it's 10 off the first over.
And yet, from a Clark perspective, no ball was the first delivery, a 6 from the second delivery. The rest of his over was actually really good.
Yep.
It generated 2 potential catches. As we see that start there, Zach Marin 8 off 6 and Van Leeuwen 1 off his 1. So, bit of everything, Amy, in the first over.
That was very exciting over here. I mean, that required run rate is like 7. They've gone for 10 on that first one. It's definitely taken a nice dent out of the beginning of that run rate, especially because the Canes started with hardly any runs in that first over and down a wicket. So it is such a contrast to how the Canes started their batting innings.
Yeah, that's exactly right, isn't it? The first over from the bowling unit of the Comets was very controlled, and then a wicket off the last ball. So,
you know, the last time these two teams met in the top end T20 series, it was Hobart Hurricanes that won by 7 wickets. Bradley Hope, 65 not out of 51. Andy took 1 for 19 in the bowling. He had a great game that game.
He was the man.
He was the man of the match by far. I was at that game last year down here, the top end T20 series. But I tell you what, ACT looking pretty good early on.
So Raphael McMillan to come in to bowl. He's an Australian under-19 World Cup off spinner. What can he do here? Nice first up delivery. Just eased out to square leg for a single. And a no ball, Amy. No ball from the off spinner to begin his over.
They're stepping over the line. Is that what they're doing?
It has to be. They're stepping over the line, which, I don't know. How does an off spinner...
McMillan's checking where the line is now, isn't he?
How does an off spinner get that wrong?
He's confirming that.
I'm no great cricketer, but goodness me, that just shouldn't happen. But it does, and what it's done is it gives the ACT Comets an early look at a free hit in the second over. They got a 6 off the last one. That one straight down the ground. Fielding is good.
Easy.
Restricts that to the single. Well done there from Bradley Hope. Here he is in the game.
He's always in it. But these no balls at the beginning of each of these overs are really, really putting some pressure on the field and putting some pressure on the bowlers to fix it up early on.
So McMillan now needs to get in control of this over.
That's better.
Call. That is better. No run from that.
ACT look really focused. Marin in particular.
Again, another good delivery. They're going to scamper through for the single. That was dangerous.
Yep. Early to be scampering, but yeah, took a deflection on that throw. Wasn't going to hit the stumps, but you never know. Like something like that can be so risky early on in a game like this.
So here we are, halfway through the second over of the power play. First 4 overs, of course, is the power play in these T20 games. On the bounce, and that's just belted out towards the boundary. Radhakrishnan gathers it beautifully, drops it and leaves it behind. Great cricket.
Yeah, really good awareness there to know that he was near the rope and that he didn't want to have his foot over the edge to make it go over the boundary. He did that really well in that fielding. That's what they practiced that for.
And they've come through, I think, for 2, or is it 3? They managed to get through for 3.
He watched that. He knew that he was getting close.
McMillan again quickly onto it, and no is the call again. Ball goes to the captain. No, it was only a 2, that last delivery, and that one then was a dot. So McMillan, untidy start to begin with him, very good from that point on. Again, clipped away off the toes. Just forward to square. Radhakrishnan in. Comets. The plan is clear here. Put the pressure on with early running, and my goodness, that was a very well run too.
That's fantastic, isn't it? I love to see this from the ACT Comets, just coming out and being like, all right, we know we put you guys under pressure when we were bowling, but you are not going to get on top of us early. We are winning. We want this game.
Yep. And isn't that good to see? I mean, this is what cricket's about, isn't it? Pressure in the field initially. The Comets have come out with a wonderful mindset. Their bowling was superb. I loved their talk in the field continuously throughout the 20 overs. That was great, and their actual fielding backed all of that up. And now they're running between the wickets. It's been excellent.
And every time there was like a little mishap or a bit of a mistake in the ACT fielding, another player would come over and get behind them. So it never felt like anyone was by themselves. And you sometimes see that in a T20 game where somebody makes a mistake and they have to sit by themselves for a little bit.
In the naughty corner.
Yeah, but you haven't seen it at all for ACT. They've had a really, really good team mindset today.
Yep. Yeah, Juby had a few poor moments, and then that got tidied up, and Mehta dropped a catch, and we saw the wicketkeeper dash over to him and say, hey, mate, you know, head up, and he took 2 wickets in the next over.
It's really good cricket.
It's fantastic, isn't it? Great team play. That's what it's about. Marin on strike here to Bell. Clip that one away into the leg side, and no run is the call. So a nice start there to Bell. Just a dot ball. Geez, on the money straight away is Bell.
Looks good, doesn't he?
And Marin really cramped for space on that second delivery in particular.
I mean, Bell's not short on wickets in his career, is he? He's had 150 first-class wickets in his incredible career. So he's coming out here now and he knows what his job is.
Yeah, he's known as a very accurate seam bowler. He's demonstrating that already. Chipped up, opportunity for a catch, just clears the field. So Marin living dangerously, and that ball all the way to the boundary. Well, you've got to ride your luck, Amy, and he did that on that occasion.
And I tell you what, like Bell set that up, right? The catch was the idea there, but it was just a little bit too high, especially while they're all up there on that ring instead of back. So 4 runs again for ACT. Exactly what they want. They're looking perfect at the moment.
So Gabriel Bell, in he comes. Another good delivery and hit into the covers and fielded nicely. You're watching the Study NT Top End T20 series live and free across Australia on 7+. Great to be with you here on a warm Friday afternoon from Darwin. Dominic McCormack and Amory Hetherington with you. Bell again, a good delivery. And that's just picked up beautifully.
Flicked away, beautiful.
Flicked away, up over square, if you don't mind. The second boundary of this over, and the second boundary going to Marin.
It was just right in the slot there. That was just a quick turn, flick, hit. It's just when you've got all your fielders up like this, it's so easy just to get it over their heads if you get a ball like that. And Bell's looking at 2 boundaries from the first over for him.
Marin's been patient here, putting away the bad ball. He goes again up and over the field, and that will be a boundary again.
Oh, stop. Look out.
That is beautiful. Up over deep mid-wicket. 3 boundaries from that over to Zach Marin.
And it's such a different looking innings to what it looked like for the Canes out there. They could not get the ball away to the boundary. It went to player after player, single, single, single. And they're making it look like they're playing on a completely different pitch.
Yeah, the intent is clear, isn't it? And what a wonderful thing mindset is, Amy. 22 off 15, Zach Marin. And that over, there were some very good balls from Gabriel Bell there. He just played them as he should. Dot ball, 3 good balls, all dots. 3 balls he could put away, every single one of them to the boundary.
And he's found gaps, you know, like he's found the spot where the ball is going to roll away from a fielder as opposed to directly to them. And yeah, you're right, mindset's a big thing. And I guess that's, you win the toss and you get to set what that's going to be when you bowl first, and you get to chase here. You know exactly what you're playing for as opposed to setting. So it does definitely help a batter for a mindset to come in the second innings like this.
So Melody coming into the bowling attack, and he will bowl to Tyler Van Leeuwen. Crafty left-hander, a crafty redhead. He did some excellent fielding, very close to our commentary position here during the fielding innings. What can he do with the bat? Just dabs that one through the offside. And straight off strike. And I tell you what, Amy, that is just perfect, isn't it? Here, Zach, you're hitting the boundaries, doing it beautifully. Keep going.
And that's you know, you bat in partnerships, right? You've got a role to play. There's somebody that sits as that anchor position to make sure that the other person has the freedom to do those hits, and someone is consistent. And these two just seem to have walked in really ready to go, and they looked it from their body language as soon as they walked out.
Oh, an appeal for LBW.
Wow.
No is the call. And Marin,
that was a big call.
Having to dive back into his crease there. He was keen for the run. Sent back.
Kalen Maladay wanted that one badly. Let's have another look at it. Nah, I was missing. Absolutely.
Down leg.
Missing down leg, but still, you have a yell, don't you?
Well, he's a good pace bowler, seam bowler, coming in really strongly to the crease. A little bit more venom on that one. Catches the
and
call.
It's wide.
Of course it is, because it was down leg side. Now we're going to be called a wide.
Oh, you miss out on an opportunity for an LB, and then you get a wide. It's so much going through your brain.
I'll tell you what, he's keen, Amy, because he's jogging back to his spot to go, I want another crack at this, and quickly.
Oh, wow. Not even wasting a second.
Gee, nice
much better ball.
Taken there at chest height by the wicket keeper.
He really, really wanted to get that ball fixed, done, moved on. So he didn't make any other runs coming from that one with that wide beforehand.
Zach Curtin taking that one beautifully there for the Hurricanes. In he goes again. On the bounce, off the top edge of the bat, one bounce. It'll be fielded well. But they're back for 2 runs.
Yeah, they're running hard. They are really out there trying to get this done quickly. And it's, you know, it's exciting to see. I feel like Cricket ACT, your Comets are fighting for a real show to be like we deserve to be at the top end T20 series for years to come.
I've loved this from them, game after game, whether they've won or lost. The intent and the desperation with which they play is that one is just eased backwards of square for a single. The ACT Comets always give you something to cheer about.
Yeah.
They come out and they play cricket, which is just excellent. Maladay, he's certainly having a crack here. That was a bye off the pad. So one more ball to come in. He's over. Van Leeuwen on strike. Hasn't seen much of it. Bang.
Beautiful.
Straight up over the infield for the boundary. Tyler Van Leeuwen. That was beautifully hit up over extra cover.
Yeah, you don't bowl there. That was a fantastic hit. He just made that look easy. And like, this is great for these juniors for ACT Comets to have this. Look at that. It's just a beautiful. He didn't even. Beautiful cricket shot. Head still. Hit it over covers, like you said. It's just, it's great to see these young players just coming out here with this kind of a mindset. It's the growth of it is important. And it looks like a completely different game to the first innings, doesn't it?
It does. It's incredible, isn't it? And that brings us to the end of the power play. And I was thinking to myself, they've got to make the most of these last 2 deliveries. And they went through for a leg bye, and I think Tyler Van Leeuwen very conscious that the field was in. That was the last ball the field was going to be in for, and he went for it.
so good to have this quality cricket up here in Darwin over this top-end T20 series. You know, like, we don't often get a lot of stuff in Darwin. We miss out some of the time. So the fact that we've got this quality cricket up here is just fantastic.
Radhakrishnan in, almost caught and bowled on the first delivery. Marin living dangerously. There have been some almosts with Zach Marin.
Yep.
That was one of them. The other one was Lockie Clark. Went over his head.
Look, sometimes when you're batting, you've got luck.
Well, his intent's been there, and I think you ride your luck, don't you? You go with intent and do the best you can.
Switching hands.
Oh,
it's just amazing.
He's a freak, isn't he?
It's just
amazing.
We're so lucky in Darwin to have him up here. Like, it's just such a great display of cricketing skill.
Radhakrishnan. And Tyler Van Leeuwen just playing that beautifully into the offside. Just going through for the single. Sensible cricket. I think if you'd said to the ACT, Amy, would you like to be none for 40 after 4? I think that there'd be a quick yes from Nick Brose. Zach Marin now cutting through point. Just take the one. Yes, they will.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. Like, I think you have an intent as a batting team when you go out there about where you want to be at certain points of the time, and sometimes you get a bit of luck as well that exceeds those expectations. But, you know, I think they'd be really happy right now.
Nice ball up in the block hole, and Van Leeuwen unable.
And not to lose any wickets. Not to lose any wickets either. Like, I know when you go out there to bat, you generally say, all right, your opening pair, at least make the first 5 and then be a little bit riskier. And you want somebody from your top order there the whole way through.
Nice delivery again from Radhakrishnan and Tyler Van Leeuwen, getting that one away this time.
It's a better over for the Hurricanes.
Zach Marin back on strike, and you can see the field just spread a little bit, understanding that potentially he's looking to go a bit bigger. There he goes. There he goes, and it's going to clear the fielder. That's a 6 for Zach Marin. I tell you what, their understanding and prediction was right. He was up to the challenge, and that is a beautiful 6 up and over cow corner.
Oh, Dominic, that was great. You said he's going a little bit bigger, and he did not go a little bit bigger that time. That was all the way across the boundary. A beautiful hit. And you just see his body language. His head still. He's in full control of the swing of the bat. He knows exactly what he's trying to do in targeting the last ball of every over with this intent. And they haven't lost a wicket after the first 5. They're almost at 50. It's as an opening batting partnership, it's a dream. It's exactly where you want to be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost perfect, isn't it? And already, like, it's less than 100 to get.
Yeah.
From this point on, 143, in fact, 144 is the target. The Hurricanes having made 143, so they are on track here, the ACT Comets. The captain now into bowl. On the money straight away.
But I tell you what, the Hurricanes, they don't want to lose this. Like, I mean, nobody wants to lose a game of cricket, but they have been so close on so many matches in the top-end T20 series. They almost beat Bangladesh. It came down to the last 3 balls. They almost beat Strikers. It came down to the last 4 balls. And then to come out here and be in this position against ACT, I don't think they're going to be too happy, but they get a bit of fire under them and see what happens.
Yeah, it's been an almost tournament for them, hasn't it? Hope, good delivery. Van Leeuwen just whipping that one away. And through for the single.
I don't know, we need to talk to the team from NT Cricket and see if there is a wooden spoon, if they do provide that or not.
Gee, I hope not. Now, they've been good. I mean, to get so close to Bangladesh, who were sitting there on top of the table.
Yep, that was a great game.
Yeah, so they've played and are capable of very good cricket, this Hobart Hurricanes Academy unit. Hoping again, just eased into the leg side. Marin's intent there was clear. He was looking for the second, but well fielded by the captain just to keep that pressure on.
Yeah, the Hurricanes only lost by 5 runs to Adelaide Strikers on Wednesday, and it was close. It came down to that final over. So they know how to dig deep, you know, like they look like they were well out of it in Adelaide Strikers and then turned the game around with a bit of momentum in the middle. So I have no doubt that they're going to try and make that happen here against ACT, who are looking very comfortable.
Hoping to Van Leeuwen. Cuts that away. And it's going to go close. No, it won't. As nicely fielded out there. They'll come back through for an easy 2.
He rocked back nicely there to get that ball out wide. That was a really good bit of batting, good bit of movement there at the crease.
The Comets in their last game, they lost to Nepal by 4 wickets, and that sort of initially that sounds like a lot, but Nepal only got the runs in the last over.
Yep.
So they were in it as well.
Yep.
So both of these teams have been thereabouts. Tyler Van Leeuwen again, bit of a stumble, slightly off balance as he cut that one out through the covers. Gets through for the single. And Hope here, just as Radhakrishnan did, just settling things down a little bit for the Hobart Hurricanes.
Changing the field around a bit as well, the Canes. They've got a bit of a plan happening here.
Plays that straight back past the bowler. Radhakrishnan to field. Nice easy single taken, and they're just doing what they have to do here, Amy. 6 runs taken from it. They don't need to do any more.
No, there's absolutely no pressure on them, which is so different to what it felt like for the Canes when they went out there. It felt like there were pressure on the batters over those first 5 overs. It felt like they just were running against the wind the whole time, and now it just looks like these guys out there are really enjoying their cricket in Darwin and batting with a bit of freedom.
You see on that bowling lineup there, Gabe Bell, the one who's the most expensive so far, having conceded 12. But he's not alone, having conceded runs so far. We see Marin with 34 of 24. He's been superb. And Van Leeuwen playing that anchor role, 17 of 14. Oh, whipped away. Off the toes. That'll go for full points. That is 6 runs from Marin again. What a shot.
That timing on that was fantastic, just to get his wrists to move so quickly through that ball, sending it over there, finding the gap between those 2 fielders, and just, he's seeing the ball so beautifully.
Nice and still at the crease, and he moved into the shot so quickly, didn't he? I saw there was a fielder out there, but the way that ball was clipped, you thought, nah, you no chance. So Clark, none for 16.
And Marin's 40 now.
After the first ball of his second over. So Clark in a little bit of trouble here, as they've put a man out to long on. There's a man at mid-off. Clark with his next delivery just eased backward of square, come down to Radhakrishnan, and just the single. So Marin, 41 of 26, and again, just such good cricket, Amy. I mean, he doesn't need to do any more. Take a single from that. He's already taken 7 runs from the first 2 balls.
It's like when you get away like that and you get that little bit of a run on your bowlers. As a batter, you just get to say to yourself, "Well done. Enjoy this for a little bit," and then you can send it again. But just take your time. Don't do anything dumb. See the ball, hit the ball.
Yeah, and from an ACT Comets perspective, Tyler Van Leeuwen doesn't need to do anything silly down that end now.
No, I mean, he can, but he doesn't have to.
He doesn't have to. And one would think from a team perspective that he doesn't.
It also just means that your batters that come in next are going in with a bit more freedom. So your middle order batters that tend to be your bigger hitters have the permission to do that once these guys have set up so well.
The left-hander on strike. Again, just eases that one away, does call for the single, and you can see the pressure that it put on Radhakrishnan immediately. He fumbles the ball and it becomes an easy single.
And I think we said this in the first innings. It didn't feel like the Canes were doing that to ACT. They weren't going, make it 2, make it 2. They weren't trying to force that extra run so that the fielders felt like there was any pressure on them. They could just run in, make it a single after single after single. So 2 completely different ways of playing cricket happening here.
Oh, Marin is gone for the big one again.
Wide.
And a wide. We are live from DXC Arena in Darwin here this afternoon. DXC technology helps global companies run their mission-critical systems and operations while modernising IT, optimising data architectures and ensuring security and scalability. In comes Clark again. Marin straight back at him. And
was that a catching opportunity?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I thought it was a bump ball. Clark was
must have been a bump ball.
Yeah. They've managed to get a single off that delivery. I think it was a bump ball.
Must have been, because he didn't look like he tried to take it too hard.
Check here with the replay. Yeah, into the ground. Isn't that incredible? He had no urgency in the way that he was taking it, and it cost a run.
Yep.
Last ball from Clark. Tyler Van Leeuwen just into that gap. That's on the leg side for him. And Clark feels off his own bowling. It's yet another single.
Well, ACT just look great out there at the moment. And I reckon if you're on the bench for ACT waiting to get out there, you're feeling pretty grateful for your opening batters for setting this up like this, because it does make the game a little bit easier the further down the batting order you are when your starters are like it.
Last ball from Clark, up in the block hole, but nicely played away there by Marin. Is he looking for two? He was. Not on. Well called.
I will say one of the beautiful things about this top end T20 series is the amount of visitors that we've got that have not been to Darwin before. I've been talking to a few people that have been here as a part of cricket teams or supporting family members, and they've come up for the first time and had a really lovely time doing the tourism stuff around here. And I think it's a great excuse to come up here, build it around cricket.
It's a fantastic excuse, and there, like, the cricket is fantastic, but there's so much else going on as well. You talk about Crocosaurus Cove, there's the markets. We've had a test match in town.
We just had Darwin Festival. There's been something for everybody, really.
That's right, the horse racing.
Yeah.
Dare I say it, there's the footy on this Sunday with the Dreamtime game between Essendon and Richmond AFLW. It's all going on as we see McMillan back into the attack. Zach Marin has got it all going on here too as he cuts that one away nicely through point.
We do often say as locals you're going to have to sleep in September because everything is happening from June, July and August.
Yeah, that's it.
I know that I'll have to make up some sleep a bit later, but at the moment I'm not missing any of these top end games. I've gone to nearly all of them, I think.
Oh, there's great stuff going on. 50% international and interstate cricket sales, I think, for the test match. Oh, almost a catch on the bounce. Tyler Van Leeuwen just clipping that one there to backward point and nicely fielded.
Yeah, and for us to get test cricket back in Darwin after over 20 years, it's a great time to be a Darwin cricketer.
Yes, I was just a little bit younger when the last one was in town.
Ooh,
good fielding,
good fielding.
McMillan. Gee, that was firmly struck by Van Leeuwen too. So McMillan, he's doing the job here, just settling things down. They needed a few dot balls and they've got some coming. Van Leeuwen looking to get that one away, well supported by Marin.
And running between the wickets.
Been good, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They haven't let off at all. It's like technically they've got permission to take the foot off the accelerator, but I don't think either of their mindset is that. They're coming out there. These openers want to win the game. They want to take it all the way.
Yep. And while you've got that mindset and you're playing well, don't stop. Marin just cuts that one into the ground, and Hope the fielder. Just rotating the strike nicely here, not doing anything silly. Marin 45 runs from 30 balls. And Van Leeuwen 20 off 19. Oh, look to go big. Did he get a bit of bat on that?
There's a lot of dust, that's what I saw.
Dust. I think it might be a leg bye. No, it's going to call it a bye. So missed everything. Well, that's a good over by McMillan.
Yep. They did need something like that that wasn't full of boundaries and full of runs. That was a bit better.
Yeah, got away with that one. 4 runs on the board. So they need 73 runs to win now with 12 overs and 10 wickets in hand. Yes, bringing down the runs is key, but the fact that they are none for 71, 10 wickets in hand, brilliant from the Comets.
The Canes really need some wickets. They need somebody to make a breakthrough, somebody to work out what length is going to really tie them up. They haven't quite found what's working. Maladay is about to take the ball, I believe, but we do just need someone to find what's gonna mess them up a little bit, because at the moment they just look like they could bat all day.
So Kalen Maladay bowls with pace. Good seam bowler. They need him to bowl with some good control now. They need him to take a wicket. Oh, Van Leeuwen up and about, and here that could come. Catch dropped.
Oh, no.
Oh, perfect. The execution, everything was perfect from Maladay and the captaincy. But from a fielding perspective, Casey Barton puts the catch down.
Unfortunate, like it's hard when you're coming back with the ball like that, but they're also the kind of catches that you really need if you're going to turn a match around.
He got a thick edge to it, straight up and down it went. I thought he was in relatively good position. He just couldn't quite get back quickly enough to be balanced, Amy, to take it.
He tried to stand still a bit too early, I think, and that's they're a hard catch, but I don't know, that's the kind of stuff that it turns a game at the right time.
Yep. Probably had to just lean back, take the catch and take the fall, Amy. If one was to be supremely critical, you had to take a tumble there. That wasn't going to be an easy one where you're staying on your feet.
It almost looked like he took it a bit too easy, but I don't know. I would have dropped it. I can probably tell you that without a doubt.
Yes. Yes, we've both got our hands up here in the commentary box in that regard.
Yep.
That's a great second delivery there from Maladay. He would not be happy that he doesn't have a W next to his name after that first delivery. And that one straight through to Zach Curtin, the keeper.
Look, a drop catch, even though they ran one, is almost like a dot ball. So it is feeling a bit of pressure in this over. Maladay's doing the work that he needs to do at this point.
Oh, Marin looking to get that one away again and just died on a little bit there on the bounce through to Curtin.
He's doing what he needs to do. Pressure leads to wickets.
So McMillan bowled a very good last over. Kept them down to 4 runs. Maladay is now doing the same. Good delivery, clipped away.
Well, they're running
through for
two.
the second. Van Leeuwen, easy. In fact, they started looking for the third.
There was a misfield over there. I don't know if you got to see that one on the camera, but yeah, a bit of a misfield meant that they could run the 2. And I think part of that was the pressure of them saying go 2.
Yep.
It makes a fielder need to move faster, and they're more likely to fumble that ball.
I think the good voice there was coming from Zach Marin. So everything about him has just said, I am going to put pressure on you. And that he has done. Goes again. They've got the field spread here, so it should only be the single.
He's getting closer towards that half century, Marin. He is batting beautifully.
He sure is, but what that pressure's done, Amy, is it has put space into the field. There are gaps everywhere. So that batting pressure with a ball to go here. Marin safe down one end on 48, as you say, and Van Leeuwen hasn't set the world on fire, but he's 21 off 21. Yes, he was dropped a moment ago, but hey, good luck to him. Goes the bounce again.
Great.
Picks that one up beautifully and whips that forward of square. And again, they go through for the easy single.
They haven't made any bad choices, which, you know, in the end, cricket is a lot of choice making, and they haven't done anything to give away a wicket cheaply. They've seen the ball, they've hit the ball. And to be fair, like, I don't know if you can hear it on over the screens, but the Canes sound quiet.
Yes.
It's a really different energy to what we heard with ACT out there. They were chatting the whole time and up and about. It's a quiet Hobart team.
So the captain here bringing himself back into the attack. Bradley Hope.
I think that's a good call, actually.
He's been a match winner with ball and bat in Shield and one-day cricket. Well, they certainly need their captain right now. Nice delivery, just eased.
Van Leeuwen just
onside.
So happy just to knock the ball around. He's also never hit it into the same spot. It's just been tap that way, tap that way, tap that way.
Yeah, it's just pushing it into the offside there, Van Leeuwen, and just doing it easily because there's so much space, so many gaps. They're getting their reward here, the openers, for their excellent play early. Marin goes forward a square, out towards the boundary.
They're running hard.
Again coming through for the second.
And there it is. There's his half century.
Well, brilliantly done there from Zach Marin. 50 off 35 balls. And if you saw an innings to set up a win, that's certainly what he's creating right here, Amy.
And did you see that? He just lifted his bat for a second, looked at his bench and then got back to work. He's not messing about today.
He's a man on a mission. In again.
Even that, like I didn't see the Canes running singles like that in theirs.
Yep. He's just dropped it, hasn't he? Drop and run straight away. Moving with the stroke. Good support from the other end in Van Leeuwen.
And he's done that so he can have a break.
Yeah.
He's having a moment now to say, oh, yep, good job.
Well, he might. Oh, Van Leeuwen. Don't even worry about that. That is 6. Up and over cow corner. It's gone on to the practice facilities here.
Yep.
And that is a big hit from Tyler Van Leeuwen.
That ball just decided to go into the gutter, I think. I don't know if they've even been able to get that back out now. It's that was a big 6. He just stood there and just smacked it cleanly. He didn't even move his feet. Like, just... I must admit, as somebody who plays at DXC, this is my home ground, I love seeing how often the ball is hitting my clubhouse. There has been a lot of dents in the roof that didn't exist before this top end T20 series as we watch NT cricket staff come out with some new balls, because that one is... it belongs to a bird up there now, I believe.
I think I can hear that Pee-wee tweeting away right now.
Yeah, there is a bird that's going to nest around that.
Well, the players are taking the opportunity to, Amy, on a hot afternoon here, just to have a bit of a break, some water. Just taking a moment.
And I think they deserve it. It is hot work playing cricket in Darwin, and there's some other games coming up today that are going to be in that heat as well. You've got HH Kingsman taking on the Adelaide Strikers. And later on, NT Strike playing Bangladesh. That Adelaide Strikers Kingsman game happening at Gardens, which is a beautiful ground over near the Botanic Gardens for anyone that hasn't been there before.
Yeah, one of Darwin's premier grounds.
It's great. Really. And then NT Strike and Bangladesh back here at DXC, and that's going to be a big one. There'll be a bit of a crowd here for that.
Temperature out there for the players at the moment, 33 degrees, and humidity's dropped actually from earlier this morning, which is not uncommon at this time of year. It's dropped from early 40s to just early 30s at the moment. Nice breeze, but still dry and hot.
Hope's coming back in now.
Tyler Van Leeuwen just clipping that one away backward of square for yet another single. It's funny, I say that, Amy, yet another single. For the Hurricanes, it was just another single, whereas here, the singles feel like they mean more. It's with more intent. There's rotation of strike. It's causing more danger than what the singles were from the Hurricanes.
It is wild when the batters are speaking more than the fielders.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Zach Marin, there he goes. Tyler Van Leeuwen calling him through immediately just to turn that strike over yet again.
And it was I'm trying to work out with the spin bowlers from the ACT were the ones that kind of held up play beautifully, but the Canes haven't quite found who it is to stop these runs from coming. Nothing seems to really be challenging these ACT boys as they reach their 10 overs. 56 runs to win.
That's
wow.
right. And so off that over too, you look at that required run rate is 5.6. Very easily, they just took 12 runs from that over. I know there was a 6 in it.
Yep.
But 12 runs.
And I guess it's all mindset, isn't it? It's not like it needed to happen. There's lots of time and lots of space. They don't have to run the singles, but these guys are taking it upon themselves as a really good opening pair to stamp their authority on the game.
Yeah, they're doing it very well. As we see Nivathan Radhakrishnan coming back into the attack here. I thought he bowled very well for his first over.
It went for 10, but he did bowl well.
Let's see what he can do here. Zach Marin to face him. Just crunches that away, and again the intent, it didn't matter. It was going straight to the fielder at cover, and still the intent is I'm running, which yields a misfield and 2 runs.
Yep.
So nothing going right at the moment for the Hurricanes. I think that was the captain too in Bradley Hope.
Yeah, he did well to get a hand to it though. Like it could have gone a bit further, but it was, it's still 2 coming from it. Ooh.
Oh, with a big swing and a miss there.
Yeah, can't be perfect, can you?
No, you can't. That might give Radhakrishnan a little bit of joy, a little bit of an idea of perhaps what to do next. Again, out through cover. to
They're
hope.
still running that single, even though it's gone straight to a fielder. They're keen to make this their own.
And they have, Amy. It is at the moment. They are owning it for sure. Van Leeuwen was almost caught, but he's made a quiet 30 off 25. Not bad going.
Not bad at all.
Here he goes. Up and over, and that's going to go all
Another
the way
six.
again. Another 6. That's beautifully struck again from Tyler Van Leeuwen. I'm saying he's made a quiet 30. Gee, that's just beautifully struck. 36 from 26 deliveries. He has been some sort of an anchor while Marin's gone ballistic at the other end.
The red-headed left-hander has just absolutely... Look at this. He set up the ball and he just went, yep, this is mine, done. Lovely. Knew that there was a gap there, knew that the field was up, sent it over them, over for 6. It's a completely different game to the first innings.
Oh, they're appealing for a catch here.
It's a tricky ball.
He was didn't know too much about that one, Van Leeuwen. Stumbled over it. So well done, Radhakrishnan. That was a good comeback after being hit for 6.
Felt like it kept pretty low too, this.
Just slightly unbalanced. He's had another crack at it there, Van Leeuwen's hit the pads. Zach Marin almost halfway down the pitch there looking for that single. But that's a good over again from Radhakrishnan. But still, it's a good over. 9 runs.
9 runs. And that 6 is just, it just really changes that game, doesn't it, when you're taking the ball on and just going, yep, that ball is going over the boundary. And we just never saw any of that from the Hurricanes. They could not connect with the ball in a way that sent it for 4 or 6.
And here they are. Look at them. 55 off 40 for Zach Marin. Tyler Van Leeuwen, 36 off 28. And I think what is most stark looking at that table is that no one's out.
No one's out.
That is the key right now.
Yeah, and 5 sixes as well, which is very impressive. One of them came through and almost hit us in the head. So it's been good cricket to watch.
Been pretty good, hasn't it?
If you are an ACT Comets fan and you're watching at home, you should be pretty proud. They're bringing this game after the top end series hasn't gone the way they've wanted at the beginning. They're not letting this one go anywhere.
Yeah, this is a game of attitude. I just love their attitude. Right from ball 1, we see Bell back into the attack, and that's a good start from Bell. That's what he needs. None for 12 off his only over so far. That's a great beginning for him.
And yeah, this batting's good. ACT Comets take on the Adelaide Strikers tomorrow, and it's a big game for the Strikers. They're going to need that to play in the finals. But ACT, if they're up and about like this, they might pose some problems for them.
Can still do some damage.
Speaking of damage.
Speaking of damage. Gabriel Bell actually gets the breakthrough. Clean bowled is Zach Marin. Well, what an innings from Zach Marin. 55 runs. But Gabriel Bell, and he's chopped on to his leg stump. Not what he was looking for, but again, he's played with great intent, Amy. And on that occasion, it brought him undone. But well done, Gabriel Bell. Needed a good start for his second over, and he's got it. And finally, the Hurricanes, they break through a 1 for 97, the second ball of the 12th over.
Beautifully made 55 there, but like it doesn't stop here for the Canes because you've got Zach Keogh coming out to the crease as your next batter, and he's had a very good tournament, hasn't he? He's made some good runs.
He's a big hitter.
He is a big hitter. He's also been good with the ball. He's been a great all-rounder for this team, and he's gone out there, and to be honest, he didn't just walk out. He has skipped out there. He's got the same mentality the rest of these boys have from ACT.
Yeah, Zach Marin getting the standing ovation from his teammates over there too in the dugout, which is absolutely deserved. He's thrilled us here, and I hope you've enjoyed his innings wherever you may be watching this broadcast from. You are watching the Study NT Top End T20 Series live and free across Australia on 7+. Shout out to my father-in-law, who I hope is watching this, who's pretty sick in hospital at the moment. So I hope you're enjoying this and it's giving you a little bit of heart where you are in Ballarat Hospital.
Hope you feel better soon, mate.
Gabriel Bell back into his rhythm here. Good delivery.
That's a great
right
ball,
in the block hole.
But running the single.
Oh, that's hit. And Keogh's in. Van Leeuwen looking for the second.
That was a good bit of fielding.
Oh, good play, wasn't it? Good cricket all round. Again, quickly for the single, Amy, to put the pressure on.
Yep.
On that occasion, the Hurricanes up to the standard.
To be fair, after following a wicket, you get a bit up and about in the field, and you're more likely to get a second wicket straight after the first, so they probably believed it a bit more.
Yeah, Malladay, the fielder too, in quickly.
Yeah.
And
covered a bit of ground to get there.
Threw the stumps down brilliantly. Van Leeuwen straight past the bowler. And Radhakrishnan into the action here. Back to the wicketkeeper.
I'll see if Van Leeuwen keeps playing a bit of an anchor role or whether they've both got permission to send it now. Keogh tends to like to hit big, I think.
Does, doesn't he? No, I've seen him in action on many an occasion. He's an exciting player to watch. Yeah, fascinated to see here. They've both come out with intent. Keogh, run off the first ball, goes straight away, almost a catch. Oh, it evades the fielder and will go all the way down to the boundary for 4 runs. So Keogh, second ball, hits a boundary, and it looks like they're just going to continue on in the same vein.
Look at this patience. That was good. He waited for the ball to get up around his elbow, swung through it, got it past the fielder over to the boundary. Like those shots are risky. There is a fielder there. He could get caught if he doesn't time it right, but I think he timed that beautifully.
Up in the block hole, got it away again, does Keogh. Good fielding, only the single.
I love how Van Leeuwen's on 37 from 29 and he just doesn't even look like he's just hanging out, having a good time.
One chance he's given.
Yeah. And he ran hard in the field too. He's had a good game.
He's had a great game.
It's 40 to win now.
Mindset. His mindset in the field, you could see.
Yep.
It's excellent, and he's carried that all the way through now to his batting. And it's been so obvious.
Yeah.
Of course, things don't always work out like that, but certainly today.
Yeah, I can confirm, like, you go in with a good mindset and you think, oh, I'm going to have a good day with the bat. And when you get out for 2, it's pretty...
Not so good.
Sometimes the ball's got your name on it and it takes it. But, yeah, the mindset does make a bit of a difference. Part of it's luck, part of it is your intent and how you play your game. That's why I like cricket so much. You have a bit of control over it, but sometimes you don't. It's a bit like life.
Keogh, now he's scored off every ball he's faced so far. Chops that one down hard into the offside, and they just go through for 1.
McMillan's been bowling pretty well.
He has, and that was a good ball there too. 1 for 105 in the 13th.
Wow.
I did not think I was going to be seeing that from the Comets. Oh, beautiful shot there from Van Leeuwen. Out towards the boundary, well fielded down there by Radhakrishnan. And he just holds them up there.
It's that patience to hit the ball when it comes down that side there. Just to take that extra second to hit the ball cleanly into a bit of a gap.
Goes again. Straight down to Radhakrishnan again.
It's a bit of deja vu, isn't it?
It is a bit of deja vu. And I watched McMillan actually at the just before he bowled that ball, and he signalled to Radhakrishnan, "You just stay there, because the ball will probably be coming to you." And he was absolutely spot on.
Trying to set him up for a catch. What do you reckon?
Wow, trying to set them up for something. This one here is what they're looking for now. They're looking for Keogh to go in that direction. Go straight past the bowler instead. Dug that one out off the toes.
Oh, good running.
Going to go back for the second, and Van Leeuwen comes back easily, Amy, for that second.
He's been out there the whole innings. Didn't even look like it was hard. Wow, I mean, he's breathing a bit harder now.
He's a bit on his bat there now, and I tell you what, at 33 degrees, I don't blame him. Beautiful conditions. I don't think you can complain too much as a batter. Keogh cuts that one.
Oh, rare dot ball.
Only to Hope, the captain, who's tried to make cover his own. It's been an almost game for him in the field.
It's a competition of almosts, isn't it?
Oh, I tell you what, he's had a few near misses with catches, and McMillan.
Good dot balls at the end there.
That was his last ball. So well done there to McMillan. 6 runs conceded, but from a Comets perspective, that is basically all they need to do,
Yeah, that's
Amy.
it. That's it. 34 runs needed from the 7 overs. They've still got those 9 wickets remaining. And, yeah, I don't know. The Canes need to... Oh, look, we've got the surge coming.
Oh, yep.
That's actually a really good call, I reckon. Now they want an early knockoff. But I do think that it's the Canes have to find something in this. They need to work on something as a team, whether that's going to be like somebody that goes in there and gets those wickets, or whether there's something that they're trying to establish in some of their emerging players. They've got to use this opportunity while they've got it.
Isn't it interesting? And I know it's a different game as such. It's the 14th over we're coming up to. Remember the same stage when Hope and Teague Wiley were batting together? They were so set and they didn't call the surge. Here we are, Keogh's 9 off 7.
That's enough.
And they're calling the surge.
7 balls is enough to get your eye in a T20 game, surely.
They are in a different position, I know, but I just think that the Hobart Hurricanes missed a trick.
Yep.
Because they did have some sort of control at that stage of the game with 2 batters who were batting brilliantly. I don't think they got the most out of it.
Yeah, they didn't have anyone that was really able to clear the fielders and get those runs for them when they did take the surge. But, hindsight's an amazing thing in cricket, isn't it? Wouldn't you love to go back in time and change nearly every decision you've ever made?
Yes, to have a video of your life and to go back and go, actually, I'm just going to change that part there.
Oh, there's so many things I do.
That's it. Hobart Hurricanes just taking time here as Maladay comes back into the attack just to get their field right, particularly now that the surge has been called. Van Leeuwen on strike. He's gone big. It's going straight towards us, and that has cleared the rope for 6.
6 runs again. We didn't have to catch it that time, but that ball was coming in our direction, wasn't it?
It sure was. It was up to the scorers then to catch that one almost.
That's a big hit from that end of the pitch as well. Like, he just is a strong batter.
And Tyler Van
Look at
Leeuwen.
this. Bang.
He just gets himself into position, Amy, so quickly, so easily. He's very well balanced for a big man.
And backs himself. Like, he's not worried about the ball not doing what he expects it to. He's willing to take that risk, and it shows. He's moved on to 46 now. There's another one heading towards their 50.
Amazing. Maladay's said to his teammate here in Casey Barton to come and stand in front of us here at Long On. I'm glad he's giving us a bit of protection. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried.
Maladay attacking the crease hard and
good ball.
Bounces that one through to the wicketkeeper in Zach Curtin. That was a good delivery from the seamer. So I've got Casey Barton standing in front of us here in our commentary position, and I just can't quite see Van Leeuwen.
So we're standing now.
So just taking a stand here in the commentary position.
Looks like we're up and about. We want to get out there too.
Maladay again. What can he do? Oh, Van Leeuwen just takes him on. Oh,
no.
There's a fumble, there's a misfield, and it's gone for 4.
That's so hard. One fielder got a finger to it, which is what you're supposed to do in that pace, but it's just flicked off the finger and then taken the direction off it from the one behind him. In your training drills, you do your backups to try and stop those things from happening, but sometimes the ball just takes a deflection, and best laid plans. Has
a mind of its own, doesn't it? Tim Ward there coming in hard and fast, just could not get enough on it.
Yeah, you don't want to watch that one again if you're the fielders.
Van Leeuwen goes again, straight to square leg and fielded, dot ball. So,
and that also brought up Van Leeuwen's 50.
Well done to him. Does it with a boundary. 10 runs off the first 3 balls for Van Leeuwen, and yes, 50 off 35 for him. Oh, what an innings.
Yeah, he's done well. He's done well, and he hasn't made it look hard. Like, none of his choices have felt as if he's been too dangerous with it. He's been calm.
He's gone again. Chance for a catch. No, it won't be. It's a chance for another boundary. Despite the lunging effort there of Tim Ward, that has gone straight over. So another 4.
He's hitting the ball so cleanly.
Against a good bowler turn. Look at that. It is stand and deliver stuff.
Yep.
Weight balanced on that front leg and just powered through the shot. I like the shot selection though. It's bad ball, 6. Good ball, dot. Bad ball, 4. Good ball, I respect it. Next one, boundary.
What's next then?
Well, should be a dot here going on.
You like a pattern?
So I like a pattern, like a bit of symmetry. Crunch that one straight down the ground, and this time just the single.
Single's good because he gets the strike again.
Took the words right out of my mouth there, Amy Hetherington. Good on you.
We're a dream team.
Over.
Let's be honest. It's great. That's fantastic. That's clinical batting. That is exactly what you're supposed to do. We talk about it at our trainings. Like, I only play a Division 1 competition in Darwin, and we talk about that, like making those right decisions as a batter. You go for the bad balls, you respect the good ones, and you think about it with a cricket mindset that the last ball of the over, if you're in form, you're trying to get the strike again. And it felt like none of the Hurricanes players were out there to stop that. That single didn't seem like it was held up to try and put Keogh back on strike.
And bearing in mind that that was the first over of the power surge, that is just a perfect power surge over.
Yes.
Bell back into the attack. All up and over. Catch, yes.
Great catch.
Time taken.
That was a fantastic catch.
Tim Ward, I think it is.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
After his mighty efforts along the boundary in the last over, he gets some reward for effort by taking a catch. And Bell gets his second wicket. First ball of his third over. And Van Leeuwen has to depart. What an innings from Van Leeuwen.
So good. He's tried to chip it over him, but it just wasn't the right length. But he has had, what an innings, 55 from 37. He played the anchor role, and then when it was his time to send it, he absolutely did with that last over with the sixes and the fours. He's played his role beautifully. Keogh is now the person to make these last runs as well, but Van Leeuwen getting clapped by his teammates as he comes off, puts his gloves on the ground and casually walks on in. And it was a great catch. You're right. Like, I think Ward has been fielding as hard as he can. He's been diving left and right on that boundary. He's been doing his best, running his heart out. A well-deserved catch. Good jump in the air. Good clean hands. They're actually a hard catch to time, because if you get the timing wrong and you jump at the wrong time, it's over your head. But he took that one nicely.
Yeah, well deserved, particularly on a day when things are not going your way. Those are the sort of catches where fumbles occur, all the rest of it. Well, he launched himself and took it beautifully. It was like an Aussie rules mark at half forward, that one.
It was beautiful.
So well done.
Hair flick as well. It was great.
Yeah, no, he had it all happening, didn't he? Be able to put that one on his socials if he wishes to. Bell just cut away. Good fielding. Good fielding there. Nitesh Samuel, who opened the batting today for the Hurricanes, takes that nicely. What's Bell got for us now? 2 for 19. Into his third over now.
Nick Bros facing.
Oh, the captain, he's in trouble here. He is absolutely in trouble. Caught and bowled is Nick Bros. The captain for the Comets has to go. Such a wonderful batter. I was really looking forward to him finishing off the innings here for his team. And as luck would have it, it's caught him high up on the bat, and Bell, well, isn't it incredible? Bell was, I think, 12 runs off his first over.
Yeah.
And here he is now. He's taken his third wicket, caught and bowled.
And that's not what you expected from Nick Bros. You know, like he made 55 or 44 balls against NT Strike on Tuesday.
He was brilliant.
But sometimes there's a good ball with your name on it, and that one he just didn't seem to get his footwork right, just popped it straight back up.
It seemed to come onto him far quicker than what he expected, a little bit more bounce. And he was brilliant in that game against the NT Strike, almost won it for the Comets. There it is, not your day today.
Sometimes it's not. And ACT 3 for 125, still looking very comfortable, but Bell's over is wow. Wicket, dot, wicket.
Very clever, Amy.
Thank you. I'm very proud of myself for that one.
That's beautiful.
I'm taking the day off.
Yep, off you go. Beautifully done. I would not have picked that, so well done.
Anyone listening at home has just gone, who is this weird chick? And that's fair.
Well, what can Bell do here? 3 for 19, fourth ball of his over. He just pops that one into the block hole beautifully. They go through for the single, and then some calm play from the Hurricanes. Just steadying things down. Lachlan Clark fielding.
Tom Hogan in as your new batter. You'd be happy to be off the strike.
Could there be a twist in the tail here?
Ooh.
Could there be a twist?
Could there?
Tom Hogan, 1 off 1. Another player who was just excellent from the word go. Ball and fielding today. Cracked away through
That's
the
a great
gap.
shot.
Keogh on the burst. Ball heading out to the boundary, and it will make it. It just got faster as it got closer. And just to relieve a little bit of pressure, if there really was any there, Zach Keogh, 13 off 8 for him. But a boundary coming in this second of the power surge overs.
That's one of my favourite cricket shots, that one. A little bit of patience, a little bit of timing. The ball goes a little bit wide, you know, maybe not the best ball, and you just find that gap. It was stunning work.
Keogh looks to go again, this time on the leg side. That one through square leg, and again, an easy single. And the end of Bell's over. He finishes on 3 for 25. And Keogh, 14 off 9.
Good over for Bell. They did need somebody to take a couple of wickets. There's only 13 runs to get from the 5 overs, so you'd be pretty comfortable for ACT Comets, but you never know. Cricket, crazier things have happened.
Crazier things have happened, but Keogh on strike, which is good. I think he made sure that he got a single there off that last ball and keep the strike.
I think the Canes have to take something away from this game. Where it might not be a win, but they need to take some wickets. They need to take some pride out of it. We'll see what happens. And you know, Tom Hogan, who's come in now, he's part of the Canberra junior team, but he's moving to Tasmania. So all these people that he's potentially playing with here might be his future teammates. So young Tom Hogan better be careful with the chirp and make friends with everyone out there, I think.
I'll tell you what, I think he would have impressed them with the way that he's played today.
Yeah, he bowled very well.
Radhakrishnan now back into the attack. Keogh opts for no run on that occasion.
Required run rate, 2.68.
We'll throw Radhakrishnan a challenge here to see whether he can keep it at 2. He's on target so far. Keogh just belts that one down the ground. Maladay swiftly into position, does well. Just the one.
Chance to have a look at Tom Hogan here.
Spinner to spinner here.
Maybe future teammates. Change of the field, moving some players in.
Just trying to protect the leg side a little bit here is Radhakrishnan. Player coming in between sort of mid-wicket and square leg. Tom Hogan just carves that one.
Great shot.
Border point. Fielded nicely down there by Ward. They go back for the 2. Yes, the call was from Keogh.
Well done.
He was running to the danger end and made it easily. Required run rate achieved for this over, Amy?
Oh, almost. Still 3 to come from it.
Hogan does nicely. Just eases that one down the ground for 1.
It's great. It's great cricket when you see the sensible head kick in when a new player comes out. You know, like, you know, the game's kind of in your hands a bit, and you can throw your hands through the bat and try to take it on, but
Keogh just waited on that one. Tried to cut late.
If you don't have to do anything silly, don't do anything silly. Play good cricket shots. Make good choices.
That's exactly what they decided to do there. Don't run. There's no need. Gee, cramped him up there for a moment. Could hear very clearly there Keogh on the move, but he's telling Tom Hogan to wait. As soon as it had gone past the bowler, easily through for the single.
Not a lot more in this game, is there?
Here's the bowling unit. Those economy rates looking pretty ordinary there. Lachlan Clark up at 11.
Raf McMillan's all right there. He's done pretty well with his overs, as you'd expect for his style of bowling and the way that he changes it up so much. But, yeah, I don't know. Bring Bell back on. Yep, that seems like the right call.
That is the right call. His economy rate, not too good, but at least he's taken the 3 wickets. 2 of which, of course, came in the last over.
Yeah, I guess if you're a Canes player right now, what are you thinking? You're thinking, let's try to get a couple more wickets on it and push it all the way to that final over.
I think you just got to do the best you can to do exactly that. Just take it as deep as you possibly can, because you just never know. Cut away nicely there. Fielded by Teague Wiley. Just need to play simple but smart cricket here, the Comets. And they can pull up for their first victory of this series.
Great for them. And the Hurricanes, I know it means that they've got another loss. It means 5 losses in this series, and they're going up against New Zealand tomorrow, who have been in form but also been out. Like they could sneak a win away from New Zealand. They've been close in other games, and New Zealand have had a couple of losses in a row. But yeah, it's hard for the Canes coming here and playing good cricket, but just not coming away with the wins.
Players pushed out here to long on and long off. And that one there, Hogan asking the question, sent back by his teammate. Yeah, players really trying to cover here. Third man, a deep fine leg. Got a long on, and then Hope, as he has done for most of the innings, tried to cover it mid-off, and extra player in at cover. And the player from long off now just being moved across to deep extra cover. Oh, the bouncer.
Good ball.
Taken nicely by the wicketkeeper, and umpire just telling Bell that is your one above the shoulder delivery for the over. I should say that was deep fine leg being moved around to long leg. Hogan still on strike here. 4 or 5. Oh, tries to go big there, Hogan, and misses everything. Zakio gives him the thumbs up.
Yep. He really wanted that too, didn't he?
He did.
Bell will be happy with this.
Yeah, Bell will be very happy with this. Single only so far from the first 3 balls. Hogan, he didn't know too much about that one.
He slowed that ball down as well, and it came out of his hand. He wasn't expecting it to go that pace, and if it was a little bit closer to the stumps, he would have been clean balled.
Well, he's known for his accuracy as Bell, and he's delivered a few surprising balls so far, particularly to Nick Brose. He knew nothing about that one. That's on target, and Hogan whips that one away onto the leg side. Looking for the second. Hesitation. Don't go now, boys.
Yeah, run out is the last thing you need at this point. You want to be there at the end if you're a Comets batter. You want to be the one that does the winning runs.
Yeah, absolutely. And Keogh, love the way he's come out. Right from the first ball, he scored a single from his first ball. He's sitting there on 17 off 14 now, being well supported by Hogan at the other end. And he will want to be there when this finishes. Bell now looking to move his field around a bit. The right-hander on strike. Got third man in place, making sure that he's deep. Slower ball, just into the covers, and Radhakrishnan feels that nicely. End of the over. 3 for 138, 17 down, 3 overs to go.
Only 2 coming from that. Well done by Bell. That's some really good bowling and some really good leadership in a game that's it's creeping out of their control completely. But like, if you're a player of Bell's stature, you gotta show the young ones how you bring your A game, even if the game is getting away from you like that. And to have an over like that at this point with only 2 coming from it, credit to Bell. That was really good.
Yeah, leadership's important, isn't it? And just showing that you keep a particular standard too, no matter where things are at.
Yep.
18th over, about to get underway here. McMillan back into the action. Hogan on strike. Oh, slashes this one away, and that will go all the way to the boundary for 4.
Beautiful.
And they are very, very close now, the ACT Comets. Field had been brought in, chancing their arm here. The Hurricanes, and Hogan, he chanced his arm too. Got into position nice and early.
I like that. He saw a ball that he could actually make some runs off, and he didn't waste any time hitting that.
So 142. Target is 144. Hogan, he was cramped up there, but manages to flick that one away just forward a square.
Oh, they wanted it.
They did want it. So scores tied up here at DXC Arena. You're watching the Study NT Top End T20 Series live and free across Australia on 7+. You're with Dominic McCormack and Amy Hetherington. Been a terrific match here really by the ACT Comets, and they are on the cusp of their first win of the tournament, and they have certainly deserved it. The way they've played right from the outset today, they've been brilliant. Oh, Keogh could not quite put bat on ball there.
I was really worried we were going to end on a wide then, and I thought that was not how we want this game to end.
No. So McMillan, he's been pretty good. None for 22. Started this over with a boundary, which just released all of the pressure. Darts that one in and
good bowling.
Does well. Good bit of voice from his teammates around, encouraging him. Has to be difficult to bowl an over when you know that it's probably your over that's going to seal the result.
To be fair, it's difficult to bowl an over any day, I think.
True, true. Keogh straight down the ground. There it is. Beautifully struck.
Boundary to finish it off by Keogh is an assertive way to finish a game where you feel like ACT Comets are on top right away. That wicket in the first over of their bowling innings just really set it out.
Yeah, beautifully struck there by Keogh. Straight to long off for 4 runs, and that does bring this match to an end. Well, Keogh did exactly what we were talking about, exactly what he needed to do. Be there when it finishes. So too Tom Hogan. And what a win for the ACT Comets. Of course, it leaves the Hurricanes on the bottom of the table without a win. But the ACT Comets just so impressed with the way that they started this game. They won the toss, decided to field.
Yeah, Zach Marin there coming out with his bat, 55 from 42. Tyler Van Leeuwen, 55 from 38. And between the two of them, they got those boundaries, didn't they?
They sure did.
6 sixes coming out of this game, which was delightful to watch from our perspective.
So even from the two of them, 55 runs apiece, 3 fours each, 3 sixes each.
Twinning much. Gabe Bell on the bowl, probably a better one, with the 3 wickets coming 27 from his 4. And then the economy-wise, Raf McMillan,
yeah, it was good.
Pretty tight.
Yeah.
But it just didn't feel like Hobart Hurricanes came out with the same sort of intensity that ACT Comets did. I feel like the Comets wanted it right from the start, especially when they started batting.
Yeah, they were very good. Attitude right from the word go. ACT Comets winning the match by 7 wickets. We talk about mental attitude and intent, and it just appeared that the ACT Comets had that right from the word go. The way that they bowled, the way that they fielded. Here they are just getting boundaries away right from the early stages of the game too, Amy. It was a real contrast to the way that the Hurricanes opened. They lost a wicket in their first over, couldn't find a boundary, whereas Zach Marin here we see in particular, Perry is just carving it away on the leg side.
The intent was there from the beginning. Like, they ran out there excited to play their cricket, and it just felt like they were two very different teams.
Pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure came straight away.
It did. Oh, that was that bowl. He'd backed away from it. The ball was slower than he expected, so he swung past it. And it's just taken that stump off. That was Bell's first one. He took all 3 wickets, Bell.
He did. Took all 3. There's another one just popped up into the air, and a nice catch.
It was a good catch to see that again. I'm glad.
Yeah. Tim Ward took that beautifully.
Yep.
Well deserved too. Just stuck at it in the field. Nick Brose, probably the only time that the ACT Comets looked uncomfortable.
Yep.
And if you were going to tell me that the player most uncomfortable was the captain in Nick Brose, I wouldn't have believed it.
I think Nick got a bit excited. It was also a nice chance for the rest of his teammates, you know.
To get a bat.
I'm here for that as a captain.
For the ACT Comets, 3 for 147. They win this match by 7 wickets. It's their first win of the series. Well done to them. It relegates the Hurricanes to bottom of the ladder and no win. Well done to them. You've been with Dominic McCormack and Amy Hetherington here this afternoon. Thanks very much for your company.